You are now tuned into the Beat Club podcast, where producers are heard. But it's not just about producers. If you have any type of brand or product that you are trying to push, you can reach out to us at beatclubpodcast@gmail.com for a spot on our show. We reach out to tons of producers from around the globe, so it's an opportunity to get your brand recognized in front of a dope audience. Reach out to us at beatclubpodcast@gmail.com. Motivated.
You're listening to the Beat Club podcast, where producers are heard.
We are the creators of the Stu Beat Showcase, and we bring to you
The Beat Club podcast,
where producers are heard.
the best place to hear new beat makers from around the globe.
here we keep it real about the music.
Keep these beats or we cut them. Simple and plain. With the help of our special guests and listeners worldwide.
If you wish to join our Beat Club Podcast community, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Beat Club Podcast.
And join our private producer group on Facebook by searching
The Stu, Beat Club. Yo, check 1 2, check 1 2. What it do, everybody? How you doing today? It's your boy D Loops, aka Do It All Loops. I would be here with my bros, but they're on the way, and the other one is a little busy right now, but it's okay because I got a guest in the room, man. I got Rey Royale in the building, man. What's poppin', bro?
What's good, man?
How you feeling?
Oh, man, I'm blessed to be here, brother.
I'm happy you here. It's good to see you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's been a while, man.
Yeah, a really long while, man. Really long while, man. AV got me on a new setup, so you might not hear as many gunshots as I normally, pop off on my laptop, but we gonna make some shit work today, man. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sunday. It's a day before Valentine's Day, so it was only right that I bring an R&B vocalist through.
R&B vocalist.
And I say R&B vocalist. I guess I want to say R&B vocalist because, Ray, there's people out here that just can't sing.
Right.
I don't know if I can consider them R&B vocalists when they shit like auto-tune is all the way up. They sing R&B, but I can't consider them a vocalist.
Right.
You know what I mean? So R&B vocalist, R&B singer, artist, performer. I don't even know what to call you besides the king of R&B. We can call you that. Want to put that out there? You want to stir that part up? You want to stir that part up? We can do that.
I hope, man, listen.
We can do that shit.
I mean, it depends on if we going to get any backlash or whatever.
No,
you know what?
Fuck the backlash.
You know what? That's my problem. I'm too nice, man. I be worrying about what people say.
Yo, man.
It is what it is. It ain't me who said it. So, I mean, I had that controversy when I first came out. Because... with the blessings of, a showcase that we both was a part of, you know what I mean? It kind of pushed my name to the forefront. Mm-hmm. And everyone in the city was like, you're the R&B king of Boston.
Yep.
Now, this ain't nothing that I ever said or anybody from my camp ever said. This is what the fans were saying. And a lot of people was upset about that. And here's my thing. I mean, years later, I say that I don't really care no more.
Yeah.
like then I cared and I was like, oh man, let's just be peaceful or whatever. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Like people go off their friends and, at that time it was a lot of friend zone stuff going on. Mm-hmm. And, there's a lot of artists in Boston that compete with each other and all that good stuff. But at the end of the days, like my thing was, if you have a problem with what's being said, let's get on the camera and let's battle.
Prove me wrong.
And then prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Wrong.
Because on
Get
the
into a
stage, because on the stage, can't nobody touch me. That's how I feel personally. So
talk about it.
I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, sometimes I'm too humble. Sometimes I'm just like, it's all good, man. It's but sometimes you got to let it be known. Like, listen, everybody every artist has that ego. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm the type of artist that'll correct your ego if you really.
Let's go.
I'm just being real, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I see, especially on the book, man, I see so many people and it's not just from Boston, it's all over that have these that just have these egos, man, and I'm like, yo, then I'm excited because I'm like, all right, you pumping it up good, so now let me see you. So I go click on this stuff, and I'm like, okay. yeah, you're just gassed. Your neighborhood's gassing you or whatever. And it's sad because, again, I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I salute everyone that does whatever, but for some reason, and I don't know, maybe it's judged upon my talent or whatever, people singers automatically have something against me.
Yeah.
It's automatically like this.
It's because of the label of like the king of R&B?
I guess that
the
did
tone?
something to them. Like, I guess that because people are using the word king, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's an offensive word to some people. You know what I mean? Especially certain artists, they get offended. Like, who's this motherfucker talking about?
And
king?
because there's some people out there that think they can sing better than. Well, maybe not think they can sing better than you. They might think they have better songs than you.
Yeah.
They might think they have a better following than you. They might feel like whatever they feel.
Yep.
But I know when it comes to being on stage, there ain't nothing like me. Like, so
Talk that talk, Ray. Let me give you an air horn, bro. Let me try this shit out. Let me see.
you know what I mean? So like I just feel like people need to really like let's bring the artistry back. Like again, if you feel that way,
Yeah.
don't get online and do subs. I see a lot of people doing subs and they throw up, they talk all the trash and this and instigate this and talk about this and that and like, yo, just like do a versus.
Yeah.
I'm down to do a versus with anybody.
You don't need to do that, man. You don't need to do that. Honestly, I hear it. I mean, we can talk about it as well, but I feel like the verses, especially like if you can talk about local verses, whatever it is, like I don't think that's necessarily needed. You know what I mean? I feel like
some people need that though, D. You know why?
I feel like if you don't need it, because if anything, just get yourself up, get your weight up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Get your weight up and show me that way. You know what I mean? Like
that's how I feel. Like for me, I'm a student of the game. So I look at everybody. And if I see something that somebody else is doing that I'm not doing, you know what I mean? Because right now, and I'm gonna talk about myself for a second. I'm a like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not as big as I was before, but I'm a chunky singer, man. You know what I mean? So for me, you know what I mean? So bro, it's like I'm in the gym right now trying to chisel it up, man. So when it gets
chisel the chunk, man.
I mean exactly, chisel the chunk. So when you chisel that chunk, it's gonna be worse, man.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to have fun with yourself and know your flaws too as well. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that's a flaw because again, like a lot of women like Gerald Levert's and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean I heard this, and I'm not necessarily saying I agree or disagree, but I heard six packs are overrated. You know what I mean? I feel like women in the 6-pack game is overrated, especially when it's cold outside. Yeah. So if you chunky, chubby, if you average, if you ain't got no 6-pack, I'm fucking with y'all. Shit, my 6-pack is at the liquor store, bro.
Listen, my thing is this. Just for me, I love the whole. I love going to the gym and stuff like that. It does. It's a stress reliever for me.
Yeah.
And it's just something in my mind that I feel like
it's a dad bod.
Exactly. So I feel like that kind of like pushes me and elevates my game more.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because when I get something that I look like, I love when I see a new artist come out and I feel like they got like something with them.
Yeah.
Because I'm like this. I'm like, I see you now. Watch this. I love that challenge. Like Jay Hunt did that to me on my last record. I was playing my songs for him because I was doing a video with him. I was playing my records and he's like, "Yo, Ray, like, yo, man, you like one of the dopest artists I know, man." He's like, "Yo, but you don't got no like. You need like a fast record, bro. Once you get like this up tempo joint, I'm telling you, it's gonna be different." And I was like. I was literally we was at a shoot.
Yep.
So I'm like I'm focused on the shoot, but it took me in a whole nother trance, and I was like, and I did this. I was like, all right. 2 days later, I called him with "Looking for Love," and he was like, "Yo, this is what I'm talking about, bro.
You gotta be in that bag."
And sometimes you need people to push that out of you. You know what I'm saying? Because me, it's always been about my vocals. I've always been like, I want people to know that I'm a dominant singer. That's what I've always been about. Not necessarily like, oh, I'm proving to you that I can sing over this type of track or whatever the case.
Yep.
So again, for me, it was I like a challenge, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah,
I like to
does.
be
Steel
I like to
sharpens
be
steel, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
I like to spar off, man. That's why I always say, if people have something that they don't like about somebody saying raise the this or raise the that or this or that, you know, let's talk to D. Let's put the light on, put the cameras on, and then
Make it happen.
we'll settle it. You know, I'll give you 3 rounds because the first one you're gonna go out, but we'll give you 2 more chances.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I love the confidence. I love the competition. I love everything about competition. I just don't see something like that happening here and really mattering much. I think like, yo, like get your accolades up, you know what I mean, and see what's good.
But that's how I feel. Like most times people be like, I have a few under my belt and I don't really talk about them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I do, but I don't.
Social media makes you want to talk about them, though. They force people to kind of put them out there, but
because again, people with the subs here and this and this person doing this and this person saying that, it's just sometimes you be like, oh yeah, you be wanting to say like, yeah, I did this, I did that, but it's like
you got to. My dude Ace the Truth told me humble season is over, bro. You got to just fuck that humble season shit. Now dead ass. Shout out to Ace the Truth. Fuck the humble season shit.
Ace.
Yeah,
what
man.
up, Ace? Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that is. I mean, I think. You know, off camera, I have conversations with my fiance all the time, and she says little things like that to me. Like,
Yeah.
Like, you too humble.
Yeah, fuck that humble shit, right? We're not here to be humble. And just real quick, just to answer GQ, I had some Henny White that Marin left behind, man. Me and Ray was toasting up to that with the Henny White in our cup. Let us know in the comments what you're drinking. And I just want to let you guys know, me and Ray, it's been a while since we seen each other, so we're going to be talking a little bit, but I want to let you know right now, we are taking live beat submissions. Do know that there is an R&B singer in my presence, so please save the trash. Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? I want, if you got any baby making belly roll certified R&B bangers, send them shits through right now. The first folder is filled up already. I'm not sure if they're all R&B, but there's definitely some in there. You guys can go to beatclubpodcast.com, click the button, upload those MP3s today, and make sure that they're labeled correctly, and we'll make some shit happen. Ray.
Yes, sir.
I gotta see about shouting out some people. Hold on one second, man. Usually, I usually have Trench with me, but Trench is busy today. Let me go through, man. Shout out to, and I ain't got my gun with me today, so you ain't getting no gunshots today. But shout out to GQ, man. What's popping, bro?
What up, GQ?
Wheezy Breezy was popping. King Johannes was popping, bro.
Yes, sir.
Black Flash 07. What's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all? Wheezy, y'all in there talking. All right, I'm gonna let y'all continue talking and see what's good, man. Talking about the dad bar and shit. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all continue talking and see what's good. We got shout out to the resubs and everything we got going on. Good shit. But yeah, so beatclubpodcast.com is where you can go for that. Now, Ray, I got a question to ask you. Before we get into the actual beats, you sent me 3 songs.
Yes, sir.
Now, we didn't talk all that shit. This is someone's first time hearing one of your songs. I need a song that you sent me to play to back up the shit we just talked.
To back up what did I send you?
You sent me Looking for Love. You sent me Hits Different. And then I'm Back.
I'm back.
All right, so this is what we gonna do right now. Now wait, is this the joint that you're? Oh, then we got to segue into it then. So this joint right here is the joint you dropping tomorrow?
Yes, sir. That's the new single.
And R&B, it's Valentine's
Day,
Day, it's love, that whole thing, yeah.
Well, the other side of love, the other side of love that we don't really talk about much.
Okay. We're going to take a listen to this right now. I'm Back by Rey Royale. We're going to take a listen to it. Make sure you follow him on social media. It's Rey Royale 617.
That's what it is.
So let us know how you feel about the music in the comments. Let's get it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hello.
Oh, what's going on?
I just called because I miss you.
You miss me?
Yeah.
How you miss me?
What you mean?
When I was with you, you wasn't really going with me like that. Why you want to talk
you're
now?
in a new situation.
Yeah, I am in a new situation.
Alright, but you don't need that. You can come back to me. Okay.
Nah, I can't with you like that.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
not.
enjoy your new situation.
Thank you.
Yeah. You.
All right, bitch.
Been a couple months since you left. You think I give a that you left? Girl, you tried to talk down like I wasn't. So I had to move on so I could receive my blessing. I'm in a new situation, one that is better for me. Oh, girl, she hold me down. She hold me down. Now I'm a new version of me. I'm back to being me. I'm back. I'm back to being me. I'm back. I'm back. Can't nobody stop me. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back to being me. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, man. Now you thinking to yourself, you fucked up. Now there's another girl and that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Wondering if I really love her, or if I'm settling and fronting for social media. I'm in a new situation, one that is better for me. Oh, baby, she hold me down. Now I'm a new version of me. I'm back to being me. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back to being. I'm back. I'm back. Can't nobody stop me. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back to being me. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't need your love no more. I don't need your love, 'cause I found a better love. I found a better love. I don't need your love no more. I don't need your love, 'cause I found a better love.
Had to go find me somebody to be on my body, to be up on top of me. You was my roadie, what happened to rock for me, stop for me. You went and switched the sides of me, up and lied to me while you just lied on me. I'm out here looking stupid, had me looking goofy. Now I'm swiftly moving through these just 'cause you don't need it, so it's fucked up. My trust is good riddance, gotta get back to my pay. All the love, I'm back on my game, I'm back to my ways. Like I had to fit it in braids, yeah.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back to be again. I'm back. I'm back. Can't nobody stop me. I'm back. I'm back.
All right, B Club, you heard it.
Yeah. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah.
That's when that Henny White hits your system. You see what it is, man. Shout out to Rey Royale, man, for that joint right there. I'm back. It's dropping tomorrow. Where's it dropping, though?
All platforms, man.
There you go.
All platforms.
All platforms?
All platforms.
You tell them to stream it or you tell them to buy that joint?
No, we buying that joint, man. we ain't giving that away for free.
There you go.
Oh,
there you go.
That's what's up right there. Appreciate that.
You got to keep it, man. So it's Rey Royale. Once again, make sure you follow him on all social media platforms. Definitely Instagram at Rey Royale 617.
Yes, sir.
He's been putting in that work for quite some time, and he came here to bless us on the B Club podcast. But Ray, man, I think it's time to get into some beats, man.
Yes, I'm ready for that.
You know what I mean? I just wanted people to kind of hear, we didn't talked our shit.
I know.
We didn't proved our shit.
Right.
Now it's up to you guys to prove your shit today. Like, you know the caliber of artists that I have in the studio right now. So feel free to send in those beats right now at bclubpodcast.com to make that shit happen.
We're working on the EP right now, y'all. So I need
some joints.
I need that.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I need 3 joints with you, right? I need 3.
3?
I need 3 joints with you. 3.
Yo, you need to just start playing and just like executive produce the whole thing, man.
Nah, I just need 3.
Just like start playing.
I just need 3.
All right, take 5.
Take 5.
Take 5.
Take 5. They gotta be over my beats though.
Take 5, and I got 5 already.
You got 5 already?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have to listen to the 5.
No. You coming? I don't want you to listen to it.
Oh shit! All right,
no,
so they bangers.
I want you to come your way. Nah, I because then what happens is when you hear what somebody already got, it's kind of like you kind of be like, all right, no, I want you to be like, yeah, this is what I think.
See, I'm big on cohesiveness. So like, I'll listen to some shit and I'll be like, this is what he needs.
I'm back. I'm back. Gives you that vibe. That's where we're at. It's the redemption of coming from a messed up situation and not talking about the messed up situation. You know what I'm saying? Talking about what happens after that. Yeah. So finding love, all that good stuff.
And shout out to I've never heard someone say congratulations on your new situation so sarcastic. You know what I mean? I've never heard of that. Congratulations on your new situation, motherfucker. That shit crazy, man. That shit crazy. Shit. King Johannes, man, I seen that you sent something and I seen another one coming in as well. So I'll download that and add that to that folder. Thank you so much for sending in that beat.
Yes.
Appreciate you, man. But I guess it's time to get into it. So we're gonna get ready to listen to these beats and see what's good with Rey Royale. Let's get it. Let's go. Let me see. All right. I think this is it right here.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
All right, yo, what we do each and every Sunday at the Beat Club Podcast, we have a place called thebeatclubpodcast.com where producers can go and upload their beats. But all 2022, we're taking all of our beats live. So if you couldn't send in your beats the past 6 days, you can upload your beats right now, and there is a good chance that will be played right now for me, Ray, and when Mark Maron shows up. Mark, I know you're on your way, bro. So yeah, send them in. We got one more folder to populate and make this shit great. But first folder is filled. So for everybody that doesn't know, the goal is we're trying to make it to 8 keep it's with Rey Royale. If we make it to 8 keep it's, we're making a beat tape live on air, which Ray will have to name. And Ray was already debriefed on the fact that we're not letting any trash slide today. None. And we're keeping it 110% with the feedback.
No doubt.
All right. So I want to let you guys know this is where this is coming from. So send in those beats, beatclubpodcast.com, and we'll make that shit work. And yeah, so. Oh, look at this. Yo, shout out to Mark Maron for not being here, but still sending in beats for today's show.
Oh, that's dope.
Maron be doing that. Yeah, Maron's been on his 2 for 2 shit. Like he's been sending 2 beats every week.
That's dope.
But I see you in the folder, Maron, but I'm gonna skip you real quick because Maron's he's undefeated for this year. He's got nothing but keep it's. So we're gonna go. Our first beat is from the Wanginator. What up, brah? Joint called Humble Beginnings. So we're going to take a listen to this right now on the Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
All right, Beat Club, let's talk that talk in the comments. Would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? Let us know in the comments how you feel this. And yes, without that flip, I would have cut it. Facts. I feel you, GQ. We got the keep it emotes in the comments. I like the King Johannes keep it as well. They're saying nice. This has a vibe. Second half much better than the first. Started off busy, but overall fire. I feel the exact same way. I'm gonna talk to Rey Royale about this, man. Ray, people look like they're gonna keep it online, but what about you, man? How you feeling about this beat?
I mean, I kind of was digging that. I feel like that's what's the name? What's that record? I can't remember the record off the top of my head right now, but it's, you know, like having like that Spanish vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could even see myself rocking on something, different.
I can hear you, bro.
Like something different over that. Like, yeah, I would definitely. That's definitely a keeper for me. I was definitely feeling that one.
As long as you can hooyah.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's good. So
that's definitely a vibe. But I will say if there's any critique, the opening, the first verse. It was a little busy for me, but if you take a little of that down, that's gonna be fire.
Yeah, I'm in absolute agreement with that. The first part had me like I was intrigued, but I wasn't sold. And then once that flip happened, it was one of those things where I was locked in.
Right.
I was definitely.
And I like when the beat dropped. It was a heavy bass. Like it was just I felt it.
Yeah, so it sounds like we throwing out a keep it today. Sound like we might says appreciate it, y'all. This is my first joint I made on my MPC that I'm kind of proud of. Salute to you, man. Sounds like it's gonna be a keep it on the Beat Club podcast. Let's throw it out there.
Keep it.
Hey.
Fire. All right, so you know what we gonna do, man? The way we do it, Ray, is we let them know we gotta keep it by throwing that keep it up on the board. So let me see. Let me make sure I got this right, because this is what we do here. Let me see. Bang, bang. Bang, there we go. We got the 1 on the board.
Okay.
We're trying to make it to 8.
Trying to make it to 8?
Yeah, grade 8, man. Grade 8. Let's get to another one. So Motivate Marin, as you know, has been on a spree. He said, you know what? I'm sending in 2 beats every Beat Club podcast.
Yeah, that's what's up.
He sent something in called Certified. So we're going to play this. It's by Motivate Marin. He is on a chopping block. You guys let us know how you feel about this on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
All started with a motivate.
I'm guessing you keeping it? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, man.
Yo, people were saying that bass. I could hear Summer Walker on this. Automatic key.
That's nuts right there, bro.
Yeah, the top line you play.
I need that.
I'm pretty sure that's why he sent it in.
I need that. Yo,
you talking to the seat.
I'm talking to the seat. Hey, yo, bro.
Hey, yo, bro. When you get here, I need that.
When you get here, I need that. Man. Yesterday.
Any feedback?
Yes, sir.
I mean, people saying hard body karate, saying keep it, they're rocking with it. I got fire emojis and everything. Shout out to 808 Diffraction. Was popping.
It just, if I can give some positive feedback, like that just rose. Like it started off like it was epic. And then it just kept going.
Yes.
And then it just kept going, and then like that hook, jeez.
I would say, with Motivate Marin, and I tell him this all the time. He has this progression formula. I feel, and then it's like the sample's cool. Then you hear the drums, but then when that bass fucking drops, he has like this bouncy bass.
Right.
When that shit drops, it seals the deal.
Right.
It locks it in. And
right.
Marin, man, you're on a roll right now. You're undefeated for 2022, bro. Sounds like it's about to be another keep it. So let's throw it out there for the Brody, man.
Throw that up there.
Damn. Go ahead, Motivate. I keep kings in my circle, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I'm the most cut host on this show. I'm just letting you know I get cut all the time. But as long as I got Motivate, we good, man. Let's get one more in, man. See what's good. So Motivate's going for 2 for 2. He sent 2 joints back to back.
Okay.
He sent a joint in called Makeover. You know what I mean? So we're going to take a listen to this right now on the Beat Club podcast. Let us know how you feel in the comments. Let's get it. Let's go. R&B Club. Now is the time to talk that talk. In the comments, people are saying number 3 on the board, 2 for 2 it is. I got the keep it emotes being up there, man, but I'm going to go to Rey Royale and see what's good, man. Ray, we know that Motivate Marin just walked in. We don't got to talk nice about him just because he walked in, all right? Once we can close the door and see what's good. How come I never get the memo, bro? Y'all both on your army fatigue shit? I was going to wear my army fatigue jacket today and everything.
What's good, bro?
Damn, man. I'm chilling. Motivate Marin, man, you came in just enough time, as you heard.
Keep that shit, man.
Marin's keeping it, but, you know, it is what it is. But we're going to go to Rey Royale, man. Now that he's here, you saying how much you dislike that beat. That's what you were saying last time, right?
I know. That was just like, I wasn't even feeling it. Yo, preach. Much love and respect, man. Definitely. I need that first one, though.
Yeah, he want that certified. Oh, word. That certified was killer, bro. That certified.
But this one right here is crazy. Like, we'll talk off.
Hey, man, did he do
He didn't do
the obligatory intro?
No, I'll do it. Make him do it before his next song, though.
Right, we gotta do it, man.
I gotta see if I can get some reverb on this shit. I might have to have him do that and remix the Beat Club podcast drop. But yeah, so Ray's keeping it.
I'm keeping that, man. That's crazy. Just the like I said, I love the way your beats just go. Like they progress. It's like this is like a smooth plane taking off, man. And then it's like, whew, Jesus.
Appreciate
that. Definitely needs. It has that like hip hop soul to it, man. Like people don't know about that.
Yeah. I'll say out of the beat, I felt as though I knocked out the Henny White, bro. So if that's what you're looking for, it's not there. So we gotta get either some mixers or we gotta. I left a little shot in there for you. And the Johnny Walker Blue is gone too. I fucked that up. I don't know if there's any more Jameson left. We've been drinking a lot. Yeah, we gotta re-up. So I would say out of the whole beat, my least favorite thing was the keys. I felt as though like the keys, either if you leave them treated the way you have them, I kind of want them to come last as far as the progression. I feel like the strings or whatever you added should have came before the keys. Just because like the keys is like a repetitive loop. I wish like the keys would have had some progression to it, or the strings came in later and the keys probably was like the pre-chorus or hook to the song. But once again, so you know what I'll do? I didn't tell you about this, Ray, but if there's a beat that you don't really want to cut and you don't really want to keep, we have one safe keep it, and I'm throwing a safe keep it out there for Marin's beat. Safe keep it. Ray Royale said keep it. Marin's obviously gonna keep it. And it says, I wish there was more to the beat. Reverb. Okay, yeah.
It just need some vocals.
It needs some Rey Royale vocals.
That's it.
So you heard Motivate. So that's what? I guess we're keeping it. We're going to 3 on the board. So you know what it is. Let's throw it out there.
Keep it.
Bong, man. We in here, man. Let me throw
3
that 3 up
already. Jeez.
Yeah, man. You know, that's two for Motivate. I'm just saying, Motivate's on a run right now, man. It's you keep this up, bro. You're gonna have. I can't do math right now. What is that? 26 keep its by the end of the year.
Let's do it.
That shit crazy. I think you can do it.
Where's Trench?
Trench he's busy right now.
Okay.
He busy, but you know, I always got to check in with the bros. Motivate, man. How you doing today?
I'm good, man.
You chilling?
Yeah, I'm good.
You got some fancy shit in that cup. And the last time you had like some sea breeze, sea moss with mint leaves and
some tea.
Just some regular tea. All right. Just checking.
I'm good though. I'm good, man. It was a busy weekend, but I'm good. I made it, man. I'm happy to be here, man. It's good to see Ray too, man.
Yeah, man.
It's been years, bro.
Wow.
It's been a really
before the pandemic, like I hadn't seen him in a couple years. So
yeah, it's good. Man. So what have you been up to this whole time, man? I mean, obviously staying busy. I know that you also you know, you went through a hard time, as certain people have, just with personal shit.
Yeah.
And then that bounce back, that rebound, when it comes to coming back into the music game. Like, since that's happened, that rebound, what have you been up to that we really need to lock in on? Like, is Rey Royale working right now?
Yeah, well, I would say that it's artist development time right now. So So like, you know, like my single said, I'm back, you know, basically. So I'm letting people know that I'm here.
Yeah.
And again, I've always had one thing about me is the last time you see me, the next time you see me, I'm gonna be better than what you seen that time.
Yep.
So right now, I'm just building the blocks for what's about to happen. So my new project's gonna be called The Book of Ray.
Like the Book of Eli?
Yeah. And it's crazy, like trying to like, because I wanted to, when I was coming, like trying to come up with a name, I was gonna go with I'm Back because I like that whole like, you know, like I was gone for a minute and whatever.
Yep.
But I feel like what's happened to me from a little bit before the pandemic happened all the way till now was a lot of traumatic situations. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? You go through the motions like, you know, I had a fire, lost all my shit, everything. You know, my mom died. You know what I'm saying? I messed around.
My condolences.
Thank you, brother. Messed around. I got COVID.
Yeah.
Then I was in a whole nother situation. That situation went left. So it's a lot to sing about and it's a lot to talk about. And the reason why I love I'm Back so much is because the females have Mary J. Blige and all these people that talk about the female perspective of what they go through in relationships. And I don't feel like men, like we don't really have nobody that talks about, like the ladies need to know how they act.
All right, talk to him, Ray.
You know, no, I'm just being real. They need to know how they need to, because all we hear from men is like, yeah, I'm gonna take that to the crib, smash it. Yeah, she good. You don't hear about she's crazy. She tried to hit me, like she tried to run me over with her car. You don't hear about none of that stuff, and I want to talk about all of that.
Does that shit ever happen to you though? You went through some crazy shit where someone tried to hit you like with their car, throw an iron at you?
Yes.
For real though?
Yes.
All right, so let me ask you this question. Let me ask you guys this question. When is the best time for an R&B artist to release music? Because I look at Usher's Confessions.
But you know that wasn't about him though, right?
I know it wasn't like about him, but it made me feel, I don't know if he just got through like a breakup with Chili. I don't know at that time, but I feel like, after you break up, is that the best time to make music? Or like, when's the best time as R&B? I got an album.
Well, I'll speak for me.
Yep.
Like, I feel like my best EP that I made was after I came out of a messed up situation. I will say that. But this time, I didn't want to, I think people they were waiting for me to do that. Like, oh, he just broke up with shorty. Like, I know he's about to bash her. Like, nah. Like, I want to talk about what happens after that. You know what I mean? Instead of talking about all the toxic that happened in it. You know what I'm saying? Talk about how you bounce back. Talk about new love if there's new love. You know, talk like that's what I want to talk about. And of course, you know, I'm gonna mention the crazy stuff. We're gonna mention it
and
because
there's the good part about it too, because that's what make it hurt so bad. Because it was good.
Oh, like what?
Because it starts off good.
Right. Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. I think that's what females need to know about themselves. They all start off good. You know, we always hear everything about men. It's like, oh, y'all was good, and then you started messing with this girl and this. But let's talk about you and why you made him start talking to that girl or whatever. But you don't want to talk about that though, right?
Ray about to get us canceled.
No, I'm just saying we just being real. Like if we want to be real, that's what I'm saying. Like the females, they got everybody to sit there and pump their fists in the air and talk about all that. As fellas, we don't have nobody like that.
They're saying usually when you go through your deepest pain is when the best of you comes out.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's so true. I feel like right now, I even feel like vocally I'm different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I have the same talent, but I feel like you can hear, you know how when you listen to an artist, you can feel the pain in their voice.
Yeah.
Like you can feel what they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're not just listening to the beat, if you just like if you're listening to them, and you be like, man, like yo, you going through something, bro. I can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when I think that's the best music, and I think that's why people loved like 90s and early 2000s music so much, because you could hear the pain in people, what they was going through. Even if you were singing like try to get it in song or something like that, you still believed what the person was saying. I think it was conviction. And I think that's what, if we're missing anything in music nowadays, that's what I feel like we're missing, the conviction. Like I believe you. Like some of these rappers, like, dude, you gotta, like, I don't believe you, bro. Like you could possibly be a killer. I don't know, but if you wearing tight pants, I don't believe you, bro. Like you know, and I'm a singer. You know what I mean? But it's like you gotta in your voice, like yo. When I listen to Park, I'm no killer. He made me want to go do something. Like just his voice and what it was conviction. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It was conviction.
Yeah.
I feel like we're missing that. So if we could bring that back, man, music is gonna music is gonna elevate again, man, to you know, and I'm hoping for that for R&B. Like, I remember when R&B was on top. I remember when R&B was the thing in music. Yeah. And now we're like a close fifth right now. Yeah. When it comes to genres.
So then let me ask you this, like, okay, so with that close fifth, does that make a person as talented as you say, okay, cool, you know what, let me switch it up. Let me modernize my approach.
It forces you.
It forces you to. You have to adapt or die, right?
It forces you. Yeah, you either sink or swim.
Yep.
That's kind of like what it is, and I feel like that's a challenge. Mm-hmm. You need that, and I also feel like you can do this though. You don't have to necessarily do everything. Like, I'm never gonna be a Tory Lanez. Like, I'm never gonna sing through auto tune and all that stuff. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Like, I like his vibe. I like what he does. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that's not me. Yep. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you that I can do that, but then I'm gonna reel you into what R&B really is. Mm-hmm. That's my goal. Like, I'll fish you and be like, all right, come here. Like, you want to listen to this type of music? Come on, but then you're gonna listen to this right here, because this is the essence of what it is.
So let me ask you this. This is a real question. Mm-hmm. All right. Do you ever play your own music? Do you have your own music on your beatdown list? And I know your lady is here, but I'm just asking you. Do you listen to yourself? Do you play Rey Royale music on your playlist? I'm sorry, there's no segue to that shit. I just gotta know, because if I'm an R&B nigga, this is we listening to me. Yeah. Yeah, so I ain't gotta say shit in the bedroom, because Ray's already talking. Like, so I'm asking you, are you on your own playlist when it's time for things to go down?
Oh, well, she answered the question.
I mean,
she said, yes.
I mean, you know, shout out to
she said, how you think he got me?
Shout out to my lady. She reminds me all the time of, like, yeah, you're Rey Royale. Like, she's like, if I'm not, we could be in the crib chilling, and she's like, yo, put some music on. And I go to put on like Chris Brown or something. She's like, no, I don't have to listen to Chris Brown. I got you.
Oh shit!
That's what you need.
Yeah, son.
That's what you need.
I was just checking because it's.
I think that's fine though.
Yeah, I think you would. Yeah, you would definitely have to.
Yeah,
bro. Like, there's no. Yeah, come on.
I mean, but a lot of my, especially me, where a lot of my songs are like catered to that.
That's
type
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, especially as like a single man,
if America
as a single man, she gonna be like, wait, what was that? Who was that? Last night was great, but whose song was that? Oh yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny because when I put my single Ready out, people was like, yo, I just made a baby to that. You know, they was like, they was like being funny.
Oh,
but
shit.
it was like, you know what I mean? It was just one of those records that just had people like in the mood. And even like what was crazy when I was performing it, people are in the mood. Like, you look around, you look around, and people was like, I'm about to go home and, oh Lord.
You are now tuned into the Beat Club podcast, where producers are heard. Are you looking to advertise your brand? Do you have a small business that you're trying to push? Do you have a clothing line? Do you sell food out the trunk of your car? Shit,
I want in. We got something for everybody. That means if you need to advertise with the Beat Club podcast, because we have nothing but producers in our circle, music lovers, and people like that all around the world, you can advertise your product 24/7 on the Beat Club podcast by hitting us up at beatclubpodcast@gmail.com.
We have an audience from all across the globe that tune in each and every Sunday. People that love music, you know what I'm saying? Like, people that love music. It's a producer-based podcast, but it's people that love music as a whole. So if you want to get your product to have like more reach out across the globe, not just locally in your neck of the woods, hit up beatclubpodcast.com. And we got people hitting us up from Europe, from Africa, from India. You know what I'm saying? So it's a global reach. So if you want to get your small business to touch the globe, you might want to reach out to us at Beat Club Podcast. Go to beatclubpodcast@gmail.com.
You're listening to the Beat Club podcast, where producers are heard.
Yeah. But yeah, Ray was the alley.
Yeah, I mean, I miss that. Like, you know, like I DJ a lot more now, and like I still do like slow jam segments, right? Yeah. Which is like a missing art in DJing, like DJs don't like now. There's like a bunch of R&B parties. Now the R&B party thing is trendy, which is dope.
Right.
I like it, but now there's just like an overload of them now. But all these R&B parties, cool. But in the midst of everything that you're doing, if you're playing, a majority hip hop set, open format. Mm-hmm. At the end of the night, bro, you're supposed to get an alley-oop, fam. Yes. You're supposed to give the alley-oop. Like the last 30 minutes is supposed to be so that way everybody leaves calm. You know what I'm saying? You don't have people leaving on some ratchet shit. Yeah. Like I do it and I get like a crazy response when I do it, bro. Like people be like, oh shit, like I missed that. I'm like, that's how I grew up. Like at the end of the night, the last 30 minutes is the slow. We're going to get all the slow. There you go.
Yo, that's
you're going to
so
find
dope.
that girl you was looking at the whole night. The whole entire night you wanted to get at it. Now is your chance to get at it. That's what you're supposed to do.
I think that's fire.
It's a missing art, man.
I think that's fire. And I used to say this on when I was on stage all the time. I would be like, listen, I'm setting you up, player.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me. Like, don't be up there like, this dude singing. Like, yo, bro, look.
There you go.
It's for you to dunk it at this point.
That's it. You're supposed to walk up on her and say, baby, if I could sing, I would say that same shit.
I wrote that song he's singing for you.
For real. You better be like Choir Boy, man. You better download it on iTunes and lip it.
Make that shit happen.
But I mean, like, I want to ask you a question though, like, and just to give people their flowers and shit, just like. Because there is a narrative, people say like, yo, there's not a lot of dope R&B now, whatever. But I disagree. There's a lot of fucking fire R&B right now. Mm-hmm. It's just you got to search for it, or it's in certain playlists on the DSPs in different pockets. But there's a lot of dope. Like that's my bag, like pretty much. Like that's what I listen to in the car, especially when I got the kids in the car. But like, who are some present day artists that like give you hope where you're like, all right, word, like I don't have to feel like I gotta resort to the bullshit.
You know what's crazy? I'll probably say it's crazy because it ain't no males on this list.
I would agree with that.
It's all females for me. I'm really rocking with her right now.
Yeah, her is incredible.
She's dope. Jasmine Sullivan, of course.
Oh, Jazzy. I love Jazzy.
She's sick. I like Summer Walker too. I like her. I like her a lot.
But I love her.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, that's kind of like who I listen to when I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like I listen to their records. That gives me the hope. Like, oh, okay, people still like real R&B.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's. I'm like, people still love it. Okay, this is gonna be good. You just gotta get it, get it out there, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like people like R&B people think they gotta rap now. That's the problem. Or think the formula has always been you go over a hip hop beat like Marin just did, and you sing sweet over it.
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's not the reverse. It's not like you know what I mean. Like you don't have to be trying to be like, you're not Drake, you know what I mean?
Exactly, but that's what I was gonna say. The rappers diluted that because like they're doing melodic shit now. So that's what's making singers say like, damn, I don't even have to sing.
But that's the problem. That's the problem you do because you sing.
Yeah.
Like for me, and I will say that for my audience, they would never take me rap singing or something. Yeah, I mean they'll listen to it.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But it's like, dude, you sing.
Yeah.
Nah, you just gotta say some shit.
You just gotta your content. Yeah, exactly. You just gotta be saying some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta take that. I feel like R&B singers when they rap, they gotta take whatever nasty shit they sing about and then like up it.
Right.
You gotta put that rap spin on that nasty shit.
But I feel like people always like took like when I go back to my records, I'm saying I want to be inside you, I want to eat this and all that, but I'm singing it sweet, so they're like, oh, like
we've talked about
they don't even understand what I'm saying.
Yo, we've done something on stage before because I was like, everybody need an R&B homie because I feel like if I could sing, I would sing some shit and it would sound better. Like I could say something like, yo, I won't put my thumb in your butt. Some shit like that, right? But if Ray sings it sounds different. Whether you sing or you have a British accent, it sounds different, bro.
For real. Like I have a song called Ocean, right? And
diving in shit. Niggas can't say that shit.
And I'm talking about diving in the ocean and I'm nearly about to drown from inhaling her water. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't rap that shit. Niggas don't want to listen to that, dog. I'm not about to, You know, I'll say this, though. I'm going to put this out there in the air because I learned this from Motivate Marin. He does a lot of shit on air. Marin is working on something, a Marinate tape. and it sounds exactly what you think is going to be on there. I think a Rey Royale feature needs to be on there. I think the Marinate tape is some baby splash.
I like the name of that one.
But while you guys discuss that, I gotta get back into these beats real quick to see what's good, man. But yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That happening, and then
I love that.
matter of fact, what we gonna do before we get into the beats? Because Marin called it though. Marin definitely called it. I'm actually gonna play another Rey Royale joint. Before we do that, but I got Hits Different and Looking for Love.
You play Looking for Love.
All right, so Ray, man, before I got to make sure I got the levels right for this, because Marin came in and he was like, "Yo, did he do the signature? Did he do what he does as his signature?"
This is our drop. This is our drop.
This is our drop right now.
We need this drop.
So we need the ladies joint right now. Let me turn off the audio bit at that because I gotta make sure we good. Let me make sure. Ray, man, you gotta let people know because we was talking all that shit.
I know.
We gotta back up the shit.
We was talking all type of stuff. Man.
So. I'm gonna let you. I ain't putting no filters, no nothing on it.
Let me back up a little bit because you know
I don't want to torch.
All right, so
we ready.
So every time I go into a place, you know, I ask where the ladies are at, you know, and then sometimes they reply, sometimes they don't. They be like, "Who's this guy? What he about to rap or?" He look like he about to tackle somebody
with all that army fatigue on.
And then I just be like, "Lady, do you mind if I sing for you right now? I don't think y'all heard me. I said, lady, do you mind if I sing for you right now?"
This is why I gotta have R&B homies at all times, bro. We about to play Hits Different. Is that what you said? Hits Different?
Yeah, play Hits Different.
All right, cool. Rey Royale, 617 on Instagram, man. Follow him right now. All right, let's get it. Let's go.
Legend.
When you are the reason, waste the time with all your lies, telling me I should stay. Can't tell me you love me when I'm not the one loving you, touching you, baby. It's different. Can't tell me you love me when I'm not the one loving you, touching you, baby. It's different. It ain't secret you got a man. Can I really trust you? It always feels like you're running game. Can I really trust you? You say that you want me. Yes, you say that you want me. But you still stay with him. Why you wanna play this game? Acting out such a way. When you are the reason. Waste the time with all your lies. Telling me I don't believe you. I hit it, guarantee you all that is gonna change. So deny body emotions, I'm getting impatient. Just embrace it. We both know that I'm the better fit in places. Friends is anxious, that got you mad at me. How your heart feel? Like somebody took a stab at it. Now you know it hit different when there's feelings involved. A double meaning got you twisted. Now you're screening this call. Super freak. Can't tell me you love me when I'm not the one loving you, touching you, baby.
All right, Beat Club, you already know, man. That's Rey Royale. Hits different, streaming everywhere. You can go and check it out now, but definitely go ahead and follow this man on all social media platforms. Get familiar with the music, the vibe, and everything else. Rey Royale 617 is how you can find this gentleman here. But yeah, man, good shit, Ray.
Yes.
All right, so now we warmed everything up. Now it's time to get to the beats. We gotta see what's up. We got 3 on the board. The goal is to make it to 8 or more. So we're gonna see what's popping, man. We got something from Seventh Sign from Cleveland called Do It, but DEW, like Mountain Dew. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see what's good on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it, cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
That's Dylan.
Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it down. Look at me. Come on. Shake it down.
The Beat Club.
Come on. Shouldn't give me brain. All over the whole building. Killing them with the whole deal with it. So ill with it. While it out, ladies, let me see you do it like, you look at me, yeah, look at you, feel it, yeah, look at me, I'm seeing you, look at you, doing it, look at me, do it, look at you, do it, look at me, do it, look at you, do it, look at me, you looking good, look at you, I'm seeing you, look at me, do it, look at you, do it, look at me, do it, look at you, do it, look at me, come on, check it out, look at you.
The Beat Club.
All right, Beat Club, talk that talk in the comments. Let us know how you feel about it. I'm gonna go around the room and talk to the bros and see if we can make it to 4. Motivate Merriman. How do you feel about this beat?
I'm gonna just throw my safe, keep it out there. I like the drums and everything, but I just like some of like the music part. I thought it could have been freaked a little bit better. Like it started sounding like a little noisy, like it was like overlapping each other a little bit. But like the drums and the overall vibe, I like a lot. So I'm gonna throw out the safety, get the safety out of here.
Bung, we got someone out there, GQ Chandler, threw out the cut it, man. I'm gonna go to Rey Royale and see how he feels about it. Ray, what's the word?
That one, it was cool, but it wasn't something that I would like jump on like to rock.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did read in the comments a person said like it's like a backyard vibe or something like that. Yeah, it was something like that. But I mean, I guess it's all about what you made the beat for. Like, who are you catering it to? Are you catering it to do a record or just like an instrumental or something?
It definitely sounds like a beat, like an instrumental.
Yeah,
for sure.
So so in that regard, then I mean, but if you're trying to make a song to it, no.
So, I mean, we got to decide if you're going to keep this joint or you're going to cut it. No, if you keep it, it's going on the beat tape. No. This is, so you cutting it?
Yeah.
So we have to hear you say cut it, though.
Cut it.
All right. That first cut, it's the hardest one to get out, man. I felt like there was definitely some vibes there. It did get a little noisy at times. I do definitely agree with what Motivate Marin had said. But it was definitely a vibe. I did throw out my safe keep because that's what I would have gave it. But because I ran out of those, I'm going to have to cut it. So I said cut it, a safe keep it, and a cut it. So that equates to a cut it. So we got to throw it out there. But you already know, don't get in your feelings, get in your bag, and send something else. We definitely do appreciate it.
Cut it. The joint was funky, though.
Yeah, definitely was. Definitely was. And I just found out that was Dilla's middle name. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But you said just do it?
Yeah, do it.
That's a fire middle name.
Do it.
Do it.
I'd probably pronounce more like do it.
That's a fire middle name. Shout out to that, man.
James Do It Yancey, the legend, Jay Dilla. Rest in peace, man.
Bong, air horn for that one. All right, let's get another one in there, man. We got something from Algorithm in C called Metaphysical. I feel like I've heard this one before. I heard the name, but we're going to see what's good. Take a listen to right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it, cut it. Let's get it. Let's go. Yep. Beat Club, talk that talk in the comments. Let us know how you feel about it. Would you keep it? Would you cut it? I'm gonna go to Rey Royale first, man. See how he feels about this one. Is this one making the beat tape? What's the word?
I think that would make the cut, man. I could do something with that.
You could?
Yeah, I could definitely do something.
Word? So you gonna keep it?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that.
All right, shoot. Motivate Mary, man. How you feeling?
Yeah, I agree, man. Like it was just enough. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just enough. Like.
Wait. Motivate.
I can hear a few tweaks here and there, but like it was
I don't know if you drink a Bacardi. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
it was just
drink
enough.
responsibly, right? This is my drinking partner here. My fault, King. My fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah. I'll keep it. It was just enough, yo. Like definitely the right artist, right vocalist, like will turn that shit up. And then once you said Larry June too, I kind of that's what
June
I was
would kill
hearing,
that shit.
Man. Numbers.
June would kill that shit. Because I heard Larry June on it, I would keep it for that reason. I was a little on the fence, but it definitely has the June vibe. So yeah, it won me over. Keep it from around the table. People look like they're keeping. I see the emote out there as well, and they say, "Here comes the alcohol." You're absolutely right. So we're gonna throw it out there, man. Sounds like it's gonna be Keep It on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it. And we got a 4 up there. You already know, man. We putting up numbers.
So you gotta start thinking about what we're gonna call this.
Good job,
man.
player.
Okay.
You gotta start thinking about what we're gonna call it, man.
You know, man, and see what's up. We'll get one more in. One more. We got something from Chris Kane called Your Body. Does that sound like one of your songs? You know what I mean? But we're going to play this right now, man.
See.
And take a listen right now to the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
This is Kate, the producer I was telling you about.
The Beat Club.
Kind of sound like Ray in the background just a little bit.
Nah, it sound like you need to connect with him on that. That's a record
I
right
need
there.
that right there.
Yeah, that's a record.
We keeping that? Is that what we saying?
Yeah, I'm keeping
man,
that.
That's 100 right there.
Let's keep that.
Let's keep it simple. Keep it. We ain't got to really say much and see what's up. Let's throw the 5 up on the board because it's important. We creeping. Oh, man. So, Ray, man, when it comes to this Valentine's Day song that we played earlier, right? You said it's streaming everywhere. Was this like your first song of 2022?
Yes.
And you decided like I'm gonna kick it off on Valentine's Day?
Kick it up. Oh, you know I do that.
I know
He
it's
does.
yeah.
Usually there's an event. Usually he's singing live somewhere for Valentine's.
Yeah,
that's so true.
Is that coming back this year?
That's so true. I mean, I'm probably gonna go virtual.
Yep.
Probably gonna do it virtually, but yeah. The last time I did a virtual concert was last year, obviously, 2020. I would love to collaborate with somebody and bring that, do that again.
How was that? Was that lucrative? Was like what were you expecting? Because you did it early. You did it around the time where not a lot of people, in my opinion, was doing what you were doing at the time. Like, what's the? Is it lucrative, or do you find it to be lucrative when you did it that time enough to bring it back?
It's very lucrative if it's done right. I feel like even then, I could have capitalized so much more.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I did it on the wrong page.
You did it on the wrong page?
I did it on the wrong page. So I did it on a page where like not all my followers were on.
Oh.
So when I did it, they didn't come till afterwards.
Gotcha.
So I felt like we would have had much more streams if it was live on the stream that, you know, all of my followers were on, even though, I mean, it tipped over like 5,000. So, I mean, there was people watching.
Yeah.
But I feel like this time it'll be much more. I mean, because when I gave them that show, it was kind of like I went through my records.
Yep.
So basically, you know, so I think people want that from me. They not only want to hear the new music that I have, but they also want to hear the Sex Drives and the Readies and the In My Beds and all those songs that you know from before. So it's definitely a dope vibe. You know, I had a DJ there. Like it was just dope. Like, and it was just me. Where I think a lot of my fan base, they were always not satisfied with the fact that I always had people around me, and just was like, yo, you need to do something like just by yourself. Like, so
that's the feedback you got?
Yeah. So when it was just about me, they were so much attracted to that. They, you know, I was getting feedback like I had like female dancers and all this, like, because you feel like you need all of that, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, yo, the next time we just want to see you
just
for real
sing.
But wait, isn't the female dancers like for the performance factor and also for the guys that might?
I guess it depends too. Like if you on a big ass stage, like if you're doing some stadium type.
Yeah. But sometimes people just like want to see you.
Yeah.
They feel like other things are distractions. You know what I mean? Like if that makes sense. They feel like sometimes they feel like, oh, you had that girl grinding all on you. Like I was trying to listen to what you were saying. Like, you know what I mean?
You can listen. I'm gonna get this grind though.
Right. But I really, but I thought that was dope too. Like, and you know, because I always got that feedback. Because again, I like to get feedback from my supporters. Like when I do a video, they will always be like, yo, when you gonna just do a video that's like just about Ray, like it's just you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's not really how it's supposed to go. It's like it's supposed to be, you know, like well, this is called entertainment, so I'm entertaining you. But if I have to say what's my most streamed like videos is a video that I'm by myself in it. Like,
for real though, what song is that?
Be Without Me.
Be Without You, and it's only you in the video, and
like so, which I'm really like just by myself.
Yeah.
And so like, and what people like, if I went and post, like I do this randomly, like I'll post my old videos, like, you know, just because I want to see like people's reaction to it still.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, Ready's always gonna be Ready. Like I said, that was a changing point in my career. So like that song is a little different.
Yeah.
But all other ones, like they want. Even when I did a cover, when I did Sam Smith, you know, you must think that I'm stupid. People was all over that, all over that. And again, it was just that I shot that video in like 3 hours. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this question, because we
kind of makes sense though.
What?
Like now that I think about it, when you think about like the viral videos for vocalists these days, it's pretty much just them singing, like people, you know what I'm saying? Like that's true. I never really thought about that. I guess it's out, like, you know, the classic R&B video with the female lead and all of that shit. That shit, you don't necessarily need it unless you have to tell a story, right?
Yeah.
Right. They want you, even if you're telling the story. I guess it's more like you should always be the main focus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know sometimes videographers would try to make the woman stand out, you know, because they think that's what's drawing people in. When it's really not. Yeah. That's supposed to just be a, you know what I mean? That's supposed to just an accent to what's going on. It's a complimentary. Yeah, it's a compliment. You know what I mean? But sometimes they push it to the front. But for me, I've always had control of my videos. Like people don't know that I wrote all of those treatments.
I could always tell though. You could tell.
I could tell because Ray usually gets the girl.
but just
treatments. He usually gets the girl.
But just the whole aesthetic, like, you know what I'm saying? I think like that's like what I always respected about your craft is that you have like a certain aesthetic and look and feel that's consistent across the board. Like, so it doesn't even matter like what era we're in, right? Like it's that's Rey Royale. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even down to the look, like everything. It's like it's a timeless thing. Like it's just like,
wow, that's
classic gentleman.
Wow, that's
R&B. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like across the board.
That's crazy to hear something like that, and I appreciate you for saying that, brother. No, like real respect, because there's times where, as an artist, you trying to like find yourself. Yeah. And I feel like those early days when I first came out, I was so much in a hunt for who I was. Like, so when I'm putting records out, there were records that were good, but it wasn't like, I didn't feel like it was me. I didn't feel like it was until I did the Ready EP. That's when I felt like I was ready to like be in the music industry. That's when I felt like I was like, okay, I felt like I found my voice. I found like just, you know what I'm saying? And I was doing records I was doing classic R&B music, but I was also doing songs that people could relate to today.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's...
But I understand that. I think I understand why, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Because like you got in the music industry young.
Right.
So it's easy to be jaded. Like you had a certain like, you know, even what you thought at the time, right? A certain level of success, right? Like, and you can expound on this too, like let people know your journey. Like you signed a record contract when you were young. You know, you were catapulted. You were on major tours and doing this. And a lot of that shit too, you're being told what to do too during that experience. You have a little bit of say, but you kind of have to fall into the industry box and do what the fuck you told. And then you're experiencing success, and then you're young.
Right.
You're not even, you're a kid, right? And that's, so then to grow up and be on your own, you got to figure that shit out.
I felt like that was like that was fire for bringing that up, because people don't understand that. That is the hardest part of this whole thing, because I did start young. I was 15 when I started. I got signed when I was 18. So
what'd you get signed to? Who'd you get signed to?
Interscope Records.
Gotcha.
We were signed to A&M Interscope Records. Ron Fair.
Your group?
Yes.
And what's the name of your group as well?
We were called first we were called 617. Then we changed our name to Metro City. And that was the best experience of my life, and I'll tell you why. It wasn't necessarily the best time in my life, but I would say I learned so much as of who I became as a man, because there's so many things, like the music industry will turn best friends against each other. The music industry will, if you are not a real person yourself, you'll become fake. Because everything is so fabricated, and everything is, and like you said, basically you're a puppet. Basically you're told what to do. You know, y'all gonna sing this song. Here's the producer. You know what I'm saying? So when people are talking about, I worked with everybody, the Kanye's, like I sat across from all these dudes. I sat across, just like I'm talking to you. I had a conversation with Justin Timberlake for an hour, me and him kicking it just about life. Yeah. And just like the jewels that he dropped to me lets me know what type of person he was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because most, like, what I try to do is I try to give people who's under me, I try to give them the jewels, because I went through that. I went through the whole being in a group, and being in a group, if people think it's easy, is hard, because it's just like being in a relationship when two of y'all are trying to come together and y'all are trying to find a common balance, because y'all are both different people. So imagine that times 4 or times 5. Yeah. And then egos, and then the biggest point, if you're a male group, women, because women, they're not just gonna mess with Ray. They're going to mess with Ray. Then they want Jay. Then they want Tay. Then they want... They'll go all around you.
Damn, I need my name to rhyme with Ray.
You know what I mean? Like, and so if you're not strong, yeah, you could get lost. I remember, man, I was 18, 19, being in a strip club with like 10,000 in my pocket. And I'm holding on to it though. I'm like, yo, I'm about to take this girl's mind. I ain't spending no money on her. Like, you know what I mean? But sometimes it would be like, you also, and you looking at your partner, and you like, yo, bro, you forgetting about what we came here for. You know what I mean? Like this, like these women, this ain't what we came here for. We came here to win. It's about the music. And once you stop forgetting about that, that's when you start to lose yourself. And that's what kind of like happened with my group. It was kind of like we all outgrew each other. And if people want to know, I was the person who left the group. And I left the group because I felt like we was driving around the same block. I mean, if you can catch that analogy, I felt like I was just driving around the corner every day. And, there was people that was pulling multiple people in the group different ways. You know, you have your family members or your girl or whoever like, oh, you're better than them. You the lead singer. You this. You need to do that. And if you ain't strong, you're gonna fall to that. You're gonna start to believe that, and that's what happened. And then your ego plays a good part, because most times the ego comes from what? Your insecurities. That's where your ego comes from. You know what I'm saying? The things that you're self-conscious about. So if females are making you feel good because you got a little money and you can drive them in a car and do all this, but you're not remembering when you didn't have none of that stuff. Was those females still around? No. Was they chasing? Oh yeah, when we was on Keisha Cole's I Changed My Mind video, you know how many calls I got from girls, ex-girlfriends, the girl who was on the corner, she found my number somehow, like, oh, you know what I mean? Like it like that. And if you're not strong, yeah, that will break you, man. And transitioning from a group to a solo artist, my God, when you don't know, like. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I laid in the bed 8 months, y'all, depressed, because all I knew, I was in a 10-year, basically you could say like a relationship. Yeah, it is. And like, you know what I'm saying, in a group, and that's all I knew. And then one day I was like, yo, like I gotta cement who I am. You know what I mean? Like that was cool. Like that whole thing. Like I always show love to my group and all that still to this day, because we were those dudes. I will never say that, but. What I will say is, like, I had to leave that group, because if I never left, I would not be who is sitting in front of you right now. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So for me, all part of the journey. For me, it's all part of the journey, and it's a blessing. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's all about learning. Like that's why I always say I'm a student of the game.
Absolutely, learning is growth, man. You gotta grow.
That's the only way. Like, yo, I be watching. If people laugh at me, because I be watching like Temptations, I'm watching Usher, I'm watching Bobby Brown, I'm watching this person, I'm watching it, and a regular person is not gonna understand why you watching it. Like, why you always want to, like, why you always looking at documentaries, or why you this? Because I want to the mistakes that they're making, I don't want to make those.
That's a fact. That's what I was gonna say. Like the saying that God don't give you anything you can't handle. Like, and that, like, that's a prime example of that, because like it was, that experience was dope, but it's almost good that it didn't go any further,
right?
Because that shit could have taken you to a worse place, because you wasn't ready. Right. You wasn't even ready for it yet.
I feel like you
was
have
a kid,
right? I feel like you have to be ready. Like if I got blessed right now, and I got signed, and you know, I got a #1 single right now, I would be able to handle
you
that.
You can handle it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been through it before. Yep. I know what it takes.
And it didn't take you under.
Right.
Like that shit, you know how many young kids this industry just
devoured?
Like a fucking wave, just the undercurrent.
Because of what I think it's really because of, like, I came from an era where, and I feel like all of us did, you know, at this table. We came from an era where product matters. You know what I mean? And it's not about the most trending. Yep. It's not about, it was about, like me, Rey Royale didn't become Rey Royale just sitting in my house making videos or something. That didn't happen. That came from countless hours of me going to the practice space every day and rehearsing over and over and over and over, singing at my house over and over again. Like that's where it came. And even when I was in my group, we practiced 5 to 8. Now again,
I know that.
You said we were young kids, so he knows. We was 15, 16 years old, man. 5 to 8 every day. Come on. You know, when you're 16 years old, you want to be at the Boys and Girls Club. You want to be at Chez Vu's. You want to be around the females. Well, we were around the females, but that 3 hours was dedicated to what we loved, and that's why we were that dominant at that time. And I think if a lot of people got back into that, like, that vibe, music would be in a whole nother, because even like I said,
you said it earlier, man. You said you're in artist development mode. Like, right before we get back to this music, I want to ask you. So, like, what is the goal now? Like, is the situation for you now to be independent? Like, do you have like a business model and structure that you're moving with now, or do you want to be signed? Like, what is How do you see yourself moving within the industry at this point?
Well,
now?
at this point, I feel like I got the business had to do my own thing, and I feel like that's what I want to go. That's the path I want to take. Like, I don't want to be no puppet to nobody. Yeah. Like I feel like I know what I want, and I know what I want to sell to the consumer. You know, that's where I'm at. That's why I'm saying it's in the development stage right now. Yeah. Because when I come with it, you're gonna be like, oh, this is what he was trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, because D said something to me off camera. I'm sure he's gonna bring it up later on, so I ain't gonna like put it out there. But it really, he always does this to me. Like, but he always makes me think. You know what I mean? So it was like that thought process. It's man, you got to elevate, man. That's just the whole thing, man. And I feel like we have the avenue now with social media and all that to do our own thing and create our own, especially like with this lockdown and all this stuff, man. Like you could create shows and do all this stuff that you couldn't do before.
Yeah. Like you don't and you can serve your fan base like and it can be super lucrative for you even if you have 1,000 fans. 1,000 fans can feed you.
1,000
your
fans
family.
Is what you need. 1,000 loyal fans.
That's true.
Like
that's
where we at with it, man.
Yeah.
And as the great Loops would say, you owe it to yourself, brother.
Yeah, that's.
And Marin, what was the quote you kept saying? The Snoop Dogg joint.
I thank myself. I gotta thank me.
Yeah, you gotta thank yourself for where you are, dog.
Yes, sir.
You gotta forgive yourself.
What we gonna do though? We gotta jump into these beats and see if we can make it to 8, man. I know we run a little late with time, but it is what it is, man. We're gonna make it happen. We got Dr. Dubbenstein. Why does it sound familiar?
He sent shit mad time.
Oh, okay. All the way from Hawaii, a joint called.
Nah, that's the homie. He sends shit all the time.
Yeah. I'm bad with names, but yeah, we got something from Dr. Dubbenstein all the way from Hawaii, a joint called Dragon Fruit. So we're gonna take a listen right now to Beat Club Podcast.
Underrated.
I haven't had dragon fruit. Just to like, not the Snapple, the Nantucket nectar. I don't know. There's one that has.
No, the actual fruit.
I haven't had. I know.
You talking about juice?
That's all. Let's talk that talk in the comments. I see GQ throwing out the cut of emotes, man. He's not feeling it, but I'm going to go around the room and talk to the bros to see what's good here. The way I'm going to do this, I'm just going to ask, is anybody in this room keeping this beat? Marin's not. Ray's not. And I don't think I am either. You know, Wheezy Breezy says he likes it. But it looks like we're cutting it over here on the Beat Club Podcast. So we're just going to throw it out there. Any feedback for this person?
It started off cool. Like at first, I thought it was gonna be all right, but the sounds, I think, it's just sonically, I think just better sound selection.
Yeah,
it would have been cool.
Yeah, it says has potential. Just the instruments sound a little stock. Maybe a better sound selection. It's cool. So they know what it is.
Dated, but
yeah, and these more swing too. Like it sounds like super, like
stiff. We're going to get into this next beat, man. It's sent in by J Breezy Beats. This is a high BPM. It's called, I don't know the name of this joint. JMD? I'm not sure. We're going to find it right now on the Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's make it to 8.
J Breeze, you a genius.
Beat Club.
B Club Talk That Talk. They're saying I want to hear a singer rapping on this with a little bit of vocal action. We just talked about that, Trent. We don't want that anymore. People are saying chill vibes, keep it with the emotes. I feel like it needs a little more something, just not sure what. Well, I'm gonna go to Rey Royale and see what's good. Ray, man, you keeping this beat?
You know what? I'm gonna keep this joint, man, because like I feel like you can make this happen. It's a little empty, but with a little bit more keys and yeah, man. Even it can knock a little bit more for me. Like, other than that, like this is pretty dope. Like it's a dope vibe for me. It's something that I would definitely use.
So to keep it or
yeah,
safe keep?
I would.
Safe keep, you can use it. It means like you like it, but you know it's like
safe keep.
There you go. Get it out the way. Marin.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep it. I liked it. I like the space. Like I could hear the vocals. You know what I'm saying? Like I could hear. Like how you could stack some dope harmonies on that shit. Like that's just dope. I like it.
I rock with it. I think it was cool. I'm just gonna keep it as well. So we got 2 keep it's and a safe keep it, which means it's getting kept. We're gonna throw that keep it out there. Keep it. Bung. That means we're gonna make it to 6. Look at that, Ray, man. We making strides right now, bro.
Yes, sir.
This is what we do on the B Club podcast. I mean, we 2 away from being grade 8, man. We're gonna wrap up this.
1 2 1 2 1 2. This is Motivate Marin. Just buy our shit, man. Just buy our fucking merch, man. Just buy our fucking merch, dude. We got hoodies, we got mugs, we got t-shirts, we got fucking beanies. What's a beanie? Is that a hat? Is that what we call a hat? We call them beanies? We call them scullies where I'm from, fam. We call them shit scullies. Nigga, we ain't never said beanie in my life. I never called it. We say scullies, man. You said beanies growing up? You said, yo, I got a beanie hat? You had a scully, fam.
The Beat Club.
That's the commercial. That's funny as shit.
I call them shits fucking beanies. But nah, man. This is Motivate Marin, man, 1/3 of the Beat Club podcast. And I'm just hitting y'all up to let y'all know about our merch page, man. Go to beatclubpodcast.com. Click on shop. We got hoodies, mugs, t-shirts, beanie caps on deck. Just hit us up, man. beatclubpodcast.com.
You're listening to the Beat Club podcast, where producers are heard.
Folder though, we got a beat from RC Productions called Escape. We're gonna take a listen right now to the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Definitely got some shit to it. Like, you know what I mean? Beat Club Talk That Talk. I see keep it out there. This is a Drake type beat.
Nah, you're talking about the
the previous one. All right, cool. I can hear Ray on this singing Pack Up because you playing games. I'm going to ask the room and see what's good, man. Is anybody here cutting this beat?
I'm a little torn, but I'm gonna let it slide, man. It was cool, especially that transition. I like the transition part a lot, and I think sonically it was just mixed well. Like the drums was knocking.
Yeah. I felt like my only beef was with the intro. I felt like the intro was real soft. I get like you want to hit people and impact people, you know, once the joint drops, but I felt like there could have been a smoother transition with that like really low introduction and then the drum roll that came in. But besides that, it was pretty solid. So I will I'll keep it.
I feel like
Ray's gonna cut it. I can see it in his face.
I'm a little torn. I'm gonna be honest. That's like a safe keep for me.
You already used it, bro.
I already used it.
You know you done fucked up, right? you gotta cut it, bro. You gotta cut it.
Yeah, man. I will have to cut that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, right. It's okay. Congratulations on your new situation. So we got one cut it, two keeps. So we keeping it. All right. So that means Ray is on something called Rey Island, population 1. You already know what it is. We're gonna throw the keep it out there.
Keep it.
That means that's basically saying I hear you, Ray, but it's still making your beat tape. That's what that's all about. I know, Ray, you give me another song, man, that I definitely want to play for the people. But before I play this joint for the people, I definitely me and you had a conversation off air, right. And I think it's important to address this because I was kind of saying like Ray's been in the business for quite some time, and you know me and Motivate been doing mad shows for a long time, just in being for quite some time, right. And I was telling Ray like there's been Ray has that it factor. In my opinion, he has an it factor. And I think when people do come across a person with that it factor, depending on where their it factor is if they have it or not, they can look at that person and say, this is my bridge to where I need to go. Like this person's going to put me on, this person's going to do this, but they're not really bringing much to the table. And I felt as though with Ray, I've seen a lot of people come in and out to the point where I was like, I feel like they were like leeching on to his talent and leeching on like, oh, I'm his manager, or yo, I'm doing this, or yo, I'm doing that. And understanding like, okay, as an artist, you can only handle but so much. So like any help is beautiful help. But I felt like there was certain individuals that didn't seem to have like your best interests in mind. And I'm not saying that held you back from anything, but it just was like, I don't know, you can tell genuine individuals. Like I've been with Merrick for a long time. Merrick can speak on my behalf, and I know he's not gonna go off on a tangent and anything is gonna happen wrong. But I feel like there were certain people that were using you and what you had at that time, given that you took that break and you're coming back, as a ride, as a ticket for them. And I don't know if you've seen it when you were coming up, but it's like in hindsight, how does that change about how you maneuver in the future?
Well, right now, I'm by myself now.
yeah.
So it has been an eye opener for me, because at that time, even I knew that was going on at that time.
So you were aware.
I was very much aware.
So were they bringing more help than they were bringing more, lack of better words, like
I feel like
leeching?
I feel like I was trying to help people, and I wasn't really like where I should have been focused on me. I've always kind of been like one of those individuals where I want everybody to win. So even if, you know what I'm saying, like come on and get on this show with me. You know, you can come on my set. I'll help you, brother. Or you could do this. You know what I'm saying? Or you could say, like, if I have to be honest, like I probably had one real manager in my life. Everyone else was just a name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or just or even people that was around me or whatever the case. They were never really like, I don't feel like they were ever really like for me.
Yep.
And I put a lot of people in positions where, because sometimes I used to think back then like you don't have that much support or whatever, but I was crazy because I had a lot of supporters. I had a lot of, but sometimes, if you're not seeing crazy likes or whatever, your mind is being manipulated that people aren't paying attention or you don't know. So I was, at that time, anybody being around me, I was like, all right, because again, that was helping me like elevate myself more, because I was so insecure, like, man, because I'm thinking like, because I know I'm putting in all this work, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I just felt like at the time that I wasn't getting back what I was putting out.
Yeah.
Like that's what, like I felt like I was like giving my all. And I felt like, I did feel like people was holding me down. I did feel like people that was around me at the time wasn't, again, for Ray. And I feel like it's always been like that. So me taking a break from the industry helped me know that it's time to change that. And to you could have people around you, but it has to be the right people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the people that want to it's so crazy because I always had people like you or like Jay Hunt like that don't necessarily work with me, but will always hit me up like, yo, bro, you need, like, especially you know what I'm saying? You had so many conversations with me like, yo, Ray, you need to be doing this. And, the same thing with Jay. I mean, Jay would get frustrated with me like, yo, bro, like, come on.
But you need people like that, though.
And I appreciate, those are the people that I want more. I never want yes men around me. I never want people that's like, yo, this is super dope. Nah, like, yo, tell me you don't like that, bro. Like, so we can figure out a way to fix it. Don't say something and don't have a way to fix it, though.
Yes.
That's
or just gloating in the praise of what you've already accomplished. It's like there's more,
right? And I feel
there's always more.
I feel like what I'm saying. I feel like that's what people so much have done. They was going off of the Apollos and like all the stuff that I've done, and I'm like, let's create more. Like let's create another stage, or let's create something else where people is gonna remember. You know what I mean? So
can I ask you a question? This is a tangent, but you brought up the Apollo, and I know that you sung at the Apollo, and I guess from the outside looking in, it looks like you blew the crowd away. You had Michael Bivins, right?
Yep.
You had Dougie Fresh.
Yes, sir.
And what was there two, or was it one other person?
Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight. Now, given like, did you win that night?
So, people don't know about what happened that night. So they didn't have enough. Okay, so before the show, right?
Yeah.
They had like 5-6 shows already going. Yep. So they had each person sing in each show. And then they were gonna put, who's this, and put this person with this. It's a television show.
Yep.
But I blew away everybody. So they was like, who we gonna put him in this show with? So the main producer lady, she called another girl who won Showtime at the Apollo and brought her because she was singing Whitney Houston and like all this, and Whitney had just passed at that time. Yep. So like that was her way of dethroning me, basically, because everybody already was like, yo, he won.
Yeah.
That's how everybody in the back, I put that on my mother. Everyone in the back was like, he won. Yo, you're the man. This, and I didn't even sing the whole song. Like, I wasn't giving them everything. I just was playing around, honestly. You know what I mean? And so I go out there and get, the 3 standing ovations and all that stuff, and the legends talking the way they talked. And basically, if anybody ever watched that show, it just went off of air. You don't know who won.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It just went off.
I do remember that.
It just went off the air. There was no me and her
so
standing
what
there.
happened then? Because you had like really great feedback from legends that were blown away by your
performance. It was like battle rap.
But the thing is that that girl was about to go. That was their big winner.
Yeah.
So you on national TV, you can't get blown away by somebody that wasn't in the competition.
Yeah.
That was their $50,000 winner and all that stuff. But who won at the end of the day was me.
Yeah.
Because I got all the social media buzz back from that. So it was messed up because I felt like that was my crowning moment. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like you should have been like, yo, he won. But she didn't want her person to lose. So it just went off of air, and that was that.
So what was the follow-up for you? Like, did
I mean, I ended up like working with Biv a couple of times,
okay,
and things like, so things did come from that.
Okay, that's
I mean, whenever you do something dope, something comes from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sure. Even if, and that's why I always feel like, even if there's a show and there's like 2 people in there, I feel like one of those people. Yep. Might be somebody that you need. Yep. You know what I mean?
Or just a fan.
Or they're gonna become a fan. So I'm gonna perform that way to you regardless. You know what I mean? So,
I wanted that, and I was thinking of this earlier, and this just made me think of it now. like, so from like the beginning of your career to now, like, do you have like a fan base that's like based off of like the beginning of your career until now? Like, are there people that are like, were you able to like parlay some of your industry stuff, like industry fans until now into your independent?
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of people who've been
riding with you the whole time.
Been riding with me since I was in my group till now.
Yeah.
You know, and again, the times where I had big moments, you know, and they came along and been fans. I mean, like, I remember what kind of raised the stock for me a little more is when I did Fenway Park.
Yeah.
Red Sox versus the Yankees. That was like a huge. It was like 38,000 people there. So like that was another cementing moment right there, because again, nobody expected what they got. You know what I mean? Like,
it's hard to sing the anthem in a stadium with that. How the hell you deal with that echo?
And that echo. And
that shit's an art. And it's like, I'm like, how do people do that shit?
It's aggravating. I mean, sometimes, from now on, when I do it again, I'm definitely gonna have earplugs in this time. But I praise the God that I've never messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I can't remember the words.
When I did the first time I did it, I did God Bless America.
Yeah.
So when I did God Bless America, it was in the middle of the field, so it wasn't that much feedback.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I was in right field.
Yeah.
So I was good. But when you actually do the anthem,
you're like in the front.
You're like right in the front,
plate type shit.
And you're getting all the feedback. You're getting all the. You're hearing everything. So, I mean, it takes a special talent to do things like that. But that's also a moment where, like, that was one of the other moments, like the Apollo, where I felt like, if I can say I've ever had like a Michael Jackson moment. Like, where people was like just giving you your flowers. You know what I mean? Like at the Apollo, and it was like young kids. It was families. Like, oh my God, like, I can't wait to see you. I know you're gonna make it, and that's encouraging, man. And then when you go to a show, then when you go to, like, you step on the Red Sox field and you do that, you're getting a whole different demographic. So you have all walks of life coming up to you, like. And that was, again, a time where, and it was funny because, people, I was after I don't never sing, I don't never eat before I sing or anything. Like, I never do that. I never do that. So, like, after I was like, I hadn't ate the whole day. I was so hungry. I was like standing at the concession line, and then like people just swarmed me, like, oh my God, it was you. And then you could see people like looking around like, who's that?
Why they surrounding them?
Like, why they doing, like, why they
thought
doing?
you was on the Patriots.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yo, that's so true, man. That's so true. And I feel like that's why ladies work, because they're like, yo, this dude about to tackle somebody, man. And then he's like, ooh, they're like, what?
So, I got a question for you about your creative process. I know we gotta get back to these beats, but quick question: like, you write most of your material, right?
Most of it, yeah.
But you are open to collaborating with songwriters. Like, you still collaborate with songwriters, right?
Yes. One of my favorite collabs was with Eric Michael.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
That was.
I'm glad you brought that up.
The magic that me and Michael made together was, and this is dope. This is somebody that I met on the BTS platform, but He understood where I needed to go. Where I needed to go. He understood where I was at. And then it's like, all right, Ray, well, now when we do these records, I want you to come out of that. And he was able to, and it was dope that another artist was able to produce me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that's important as an artist, man. You got to be open to being produced.
Right.
Because there's nothing to lose, right? Like, if you don't fuck with the shit, we erase it, right? But try it, though.
But that's what
you know what I'm saying?
But a lot of people, you gotta understand, aren't like that.
Yeah. A lot of people aren't. They block their blessings that way.
They're just like, nah, it's my way. Like me, I'm in. I hate this because I feel like with your talent, people will be scared to talk to you, or people think like, oh, he's arrogant. Or he's not gonna sing over my stuff, or he's not gonna want to take my beat. Like, what? send me your beat, bro. If it's fire, I'm gonna sing over
Speaking
it.
of which, man, tell these people
Thank you,
your
man.
email right now so they can send you
Yes.
some beats. It's like producers from all over the world.
Yo, if y'all want to send me a beat, man, it's I am Rey ReyRoyale music at gmail.com.
Yeah, you have it, man. Let's get back to this beats. We gotta hit 8. We gotta hit number 8.
We do have to hit number 8. What I was gonna. Oh, this jiggy ass nigga here.
I knew you
Man, monochromatic motherfucker. What's going on? The burnt orange camouflage shit.
You know.
Damn, it is what it is. I ain't got a microphone. We'll figure it out.
Man.
This nigga here.
It was good to see my boy the other night, man. You know, when I was at the Hard Rock, man. It was
Yeah,
good
how
to see
was
him.
that, man? On the rocks.
It was good to, you know. It was a little light, man. But
yeah, it's tough now.
You know,
you
still do what you do, man.
Yeah.
You still go out there and you know, do what you love, and that's where it's always is for me, man. It's about the love, man, and spreading. And again, I love the element of surprise. People's like, yo, what's this dude about to do? They over there drinking, like, this, you know, I ain't worried. He about to tackle somebody, man. We ain't worried about this. And then later, and then they go, oh, whoa,
I gotta learn that shit.
okay, yeah.
I'm stealing Ray's line, bro.
Take
I'm
it,
going
man.
to Walmart and I'm gonna sing that shit as soon as I come through the door, nigga. But we gotta. What I'm gonna do, Ray, is because we talked our shit, we backed up our shit.
Yep.
We gotta play some more of your music before we get into the beats, man. Okay. So the joint "Looking for Love," I can play that one, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, is this something I need to play if I'm ever looking for love? All right. I just gotta ask. I gotta find out what the artist is. So we're gonna play this right now. Is this out right now?
This is out.
This is out on stream platform?
It's streaming everywhere.
So we're gonna play this joint right now from Rey Royale. Shout out to all you guys that actually went and checked them out on Spotify, Apple Music, and
appreciate that.
followed them.
Appreciate y'all.
But we're gonna play "Looking for Love" by Rey Royale, and then we're gonna get back into these beats. Trenches in the
Dude
building.
over here sipping Bacardi, man. We drink Bacardi, man. We ain't sipping this shit, man. What the fuck?
As you see, I'm one.
Trent, you want some of this?
One, I got computers and
splash?
mixers and shit. The silver one's
Yeah,
right
we got it
there.
right here.
Marin's
You
coming
want the
at me
white?
while I'm working. I'm not listening to Motivate. Last time I listened to you, I got sauced here with Ace. Y'all left me and
That
me and this
wasn't
nigga
me.
was sauced. We was sauced.
No, that was Ace.
So we're gonna listen to "Looking for
That was
Love,"
Ace.
Rey Royale. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it right here.
Pretty little thing looking staring like she want it. Tripping bands all night straight flossing. Never met a nigga like Ray, I promise. Girl, I give you that dope shit, I promise. Baby, tell me what you want, girl. Oh, baby, tell me what you need, girl. Oh, girl, I got that Patron. Now you're really in the zone, girl. Baby, I want your body, your body. Baby, I want your body, your body. Looking for love in the club. Oh, girl, I want it. Looking for love in the club. Girl, I need it. Looking for love in the club. Oh, looking for love in the club. Speeding on the highway, trying to get you to my home. The freaky shit we do, girl, I want it. You never have another night like this, I promise. Satisfaction guaranteed, girl, I promise. Tell me what you want, girl. Oh, baby, tell me what you need, girl. Girl, I got that Patron. Now you're really in the zone, girl. Baby, I want your body. I want your body. Baby, I want your body. Looking for love in the club. Girl, I want it. Looking for love in the club. Girl, I need. Looking for love in the club. Oh, girl. Looking for love in the club. In the club. Looking for love in the club. Looking for love in this club. Looking for love in
right, y'all. That's Rey Royale looking for love in the mother effing club. I don't know if you have ever been in that situation. I don't know if you're still with that situation, but congratulations on your situation. I'm gonna keep saying that shit. I think that's a mature way to handle being like declined. Like, oh, you got a new situation? Congratulations on your new situation. Respectfully. You know what I mean? But that's Rey Royale streaming everywhere, man. Make sure you guys check it out. Once again, he is dropping a song tomorrow on all streaming platforms. That joint is called I'm Back. I'm back. We got Trench in the building. Trench, you want me to move out the way? You want to be over here and
You should add a bitch at the end of it, man.
Oh,
I'm back,
bitch.
Yeah.
On some Rick James
Yeah,
shit.
that shit matters, bro. That shit fucking matters. But yeah, so what we're gonna do, man, we're gonna go through these beats, man. We got Trench in the building as well, so we're gonna see what's good when it comes to these beats. Let me actually make sure Trench is good on this end real quick. Let me see. I can't even record you.
Get your baritone on, man.
Two. Check.
Yeah, you
Get
good.
your baritone on.
You can mute me.
You good? All right. We muted over here. All right, man. So we're gonna listen to this beat right now. I'm gonna jump around. I got something from King Johannes called
Oh yeah, King Johannes. You
Crazy Over Me.
Okay. King Johannes, you trying to go for another beat of the week?
That's what he's trying to. He says he wants 7 this year. He DM'd me and says he wants 7.
Okay.
So we're gonna take a listen to Crazy Over Me by King Johannes on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it a cut it. Rey Royale is in the building. Let's get it. Let's go. It's not turning up for me though. What's up? Damn. Yeah, definitely froze. It must have been because AV sat on this side of the table. It's just like it keeps skipping. So yeah, the iTunes closed altogether. I mean, it's frozen. I'm gonna have you. What you want? All right, cool. So, Control Alt Delete. Nigga, where's your delete button? Oh, here you go. You got all these colors and shit. Task Manager. Nah. We good. We gonna bring this back. Boom.
He said I broke the internet.
Yeah. We gonna make sure we good. You got sometimes, yo, honestly, just turning shit off and turning it back on. That should be working.
That shit works.
I worked for a refrigerator one time. I'd have broke a refrigerator down, and someone's like, just unplug it.
That's everything, man. You said it. Restart, man. Restart.
Well, we restarted it, and we gonna play this now. And we'll see what's good. It's called Crazy Over Me, King Johannes. Take 2. Let's get it. Let's go. Oh, maybe he sent the bad version. Maybe this is the bad version he was talking about. Damn, son, you broke my iTunes, bro. I gotta close this shit again. King Johannes Beats shutting down iTunes all 2022. So we're gonna close this one right here because we can't do that. Nah, it's just he sent the bad version. He just sent something to fucked up a show. That's all, light work, something slight. But he sent another beat in anyways, and I think he sent an updated version. But we're gonna skip that joint. King Johannes sent something in called Bad to Me. So he went Crazy Over Me. Now we Bad to Me. So hopefully this one works. Beat Club podcast.
Bad to me.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Royal Crowns Productions.
You make love, man. Why you got the heartbeat?
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Beat Club, let's talk that talk. People are saying, what? Yeah, they're rocking with it. Got to keep it. I seen some people saying some stuff earlier as well. Let me go up there and see what it is. They're saying, oh, they always like your beats. Fire, fire, fire. This is dope as fuck. I'm going to go and just ask the room, man, is anybody here cutting this beat?
Nah. Can't cut it.
Can't cut it.
But definitely a little feedback. Like we all said it, like maybe take that vocal out here and there. You know what I'm saying? Let the beat breathe.
Yeah, you got that kind of threw me off.
Yeah, the heartbeat was throwing me off too.
Whoever like sings over this track can do that. You know what I mean? And make it dope. You don't really need to use the sample.
Gotcha. So use it as like a possible reference or something.
Yeah, like
gotcha.
you could do that and then as like a guideline, as you say, and then like take it somewhere else. But the second half of the beat is what impressed me. Yeah, that's when that dropped. Like whatever change it was, that was fire.
So we keeping it.
Yeah.
All right, throw it out there.
Keep it. Is it beat of the week? Nah. Not this time.
Said not this time.
But we'll see what's we made it to 8.
We made it to 8. I gotta ask Ray, man. Ray, do you got a name for this tape yet? I got a few more beats, but I'm just saying you got a name for this tape.
I'm almost there.
All right. We're gonna see what's good.
That means he don't.
Thank you, Trench, for your translation.
It's all good.
So we got something from who's this? We got AJK Beats with 1976.
That's my guy
from
man.
California.
My favorite new producer on the show. For real, man. I fuck with the style, bro.
Let's take a listen right now to Beat Club Podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
So you'll see some guy. So so you'll see some guy. So
Alright, Beat Club, they sent over a short joint. Let us know how you feel in the comments. See what's good. I'm just gonna ask the room. Is anybody here cutting this beat?
Damn, man.
Nobody wanted to.
I don't want to do. I mean, but I'm gonna say why, because I always say you don't ever knock nothing if you can't critique it. I mean, and say how to fix it. I feel like it was just a little bit too busy, but like once it's just like you just need to take a couple things out, man, and then that thing is wet after that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
That's that R&B talk. That shit wet after that.
Some R&B talk right there.
Yeah. It ain't wet enough.
I agree with Ray. It's the same thing. It's like the first 6 bars, like that sample, like, you know what I'm saying, like you hear the drum, you hear the drums of the original sample and it's overlapping, what the drums that he programmed. And sometimes that works, but for this one it didn't work. It was a little too busy. But then that last 2 bars of the sequence, that's just fine. When it goes into the vocals and the keys, that's just like perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I get where you was coming from. And even as is, like I could hear Little Brother on it. Like I could hear Big Rapper Pooh spitting on that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, like I can't let this one slide, man. I'm gonna cut it.
All right, so it sounds like we cutting it.
Yeah.
We throwing the cut it out there, man. Cut it. So we got a couple more. We did make it to 8, and we're giving Ray a little more time to think of the title. We only gave him only gave him 2 hours. You know what I mean? But this is good. So we got another joint, man, from Brown Jewel called You.
The Brown Jewel.
There you go. We're gonna take a listen right now to Beat Club Podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Only you.
The Beat Club.
All right, so I guess Rey Royale's keeping this beat.
No doubt.
Anybody here cutting this beat?
Nah, I'm not cutting.
Nah,
We
that
cutting
shit
it?
hard.
All right, cool. So we gonna throw it out there. It's another keep it.
Damn, that just made me, man. That just made me think of the name, man.
Word is called Wet.
Nah, man, it's the love. It's the love versus love tape, man.
Love versus love.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yo, can you jot that down somewhere,
I thought
Trench,
he was
man?
gonna call it something like moist.
Yo, you know what's funny? The only time I ever was in a recording session with Ray, I went to some studio with you, and that was the words you kept saying. You was in the studio. It was like, nah. It's like we need to make them moist. He was on the microphone. I was like, what?
He's like, bring that back, cause my vocals ain't gonna make them moist enough.
Yeah, they gotta
You
be
know what I'm saying?
moist. So I was
These
like,
vocals ain't gonna
For
make them
real,
moist
I mean,
enough. Bring
you know
it
what's
back.
you know what's funny about that? Like, you got to turn yourself on. Because if you don't,
That's a fact.
like some,
Nah, that's
like,
100%
like
fact.
on some real,
Nah,
like
he's speaking fact.
if
Nah,
I'm,
he's
bro,
speaking fact,
if I'm
bro.
not turned on, bro, it ain't
speaking
hitting.
fact.
Like if I go,
So you gotta be in the studio yourself.
yeah, like I'm one of my last records,
fact.
called Quarantine Love, right?
Yeah.
From the first, I wrote the song in the booth because I was like, oh, baby, I feel like I want somebody in my bed tonight. And I said, oh shit. You know what I mean? I said, okay. Like, I'm turned on, player.
That's a fact. Like that's what makes a slow jam a slow jam. Because see, like there's things that happen in songs that like the average listener you're not thinking about, right? But it's a certain melody, it's a certain note, it's a certain chord progression that evokes that emotion.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, for
That's
real,
a fact,
that's real
bro.
because
That's a fact.
when I was working with Michael and we was producing Ready,
Yeah.
and this is all men in the studio now, right? But when I was like, why we waiting so much? Yo, we all was in there like, yo, bro, like no homo. Yo,
pause.
But here's a
Pause on top of pause.
Yo, you knew that was like, yo, that was it right there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like
That's a
you
fact.
know when that's it. Like, yo, the females they gonna want that. Like, you know what I mean?
See,
That makes sense.
I learned something new today. So you gotta turn yourself on
can't
with your
sing,
own
though.
shit. What?
That's pretty much a fact.
Now I can sing, bro. I got 3 notes, my nigga. 3 notes.
I'll be hearing.
Nah, I'm not doing them shit. Ray's on the show.
Hey man, listen.
I'm gonna do it when he's not in the studio. So I'm the most singing this motherfucker.
Shout out to fucking, people like Keith Sweat. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Hey, yo,
Keith Sweat, he ain't the greatest fucking vocalist, but goddamn, that nigga he knows how to stay in his lane. He's staying in his range. And that's an art, bro, because a lot of motherfuckers don't know how to stay in their fucking lane, bro.
Right. And I feel like that's so real right there. You don't know how to stay in your lane, bro. Like, I know my lane to the T.
Yeah.
Like, I know.
That's a fact.
I know when I'm gonna get you. I know something that you be like, oh, he's dope. Like, you know what I mean? But I know the songs where you're gonna be like, damn, like shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know that. You can feel it. And that's what I mean, yo. Like, if there's not a record or a beat or whatever, that when you pull your shirt up, bro, and your hairs ain't standing up, dog, that ain't it.
That ain't the one.
That ain't the one, bro.
The first person that ever made me feel that type of way was Yolanda Adams, bro. Yolanda Adams sung something. Yo, she sung something on the television at my crib that my little brother, who was 2 years old, stopped what he was doing, went to the TV and kissed her on the television, bro. Like, it was like, just went up to the TV. Never seen this one before. And I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, I'm telling you,
Yolanda
man,
Adams
like,
is a
that's vocals
when
got
the
power,
hands,
man.
That's how I used to feel when Jodeci and like all them dudes were singing, man.
That's
like,
the cloth. That's
like,
the cloth he's cut from.
I would just be like, Whew, Jesus, like, yo, like, bro, you can say anything and I believe what you're saying,
So
bro.
let me ask you a question, Ray. Casey or JoJo?
That's a hard one, bro. On everything, that's a hard one. Because you would think, like, Casey, because his voice is, like, stronger. But, like, JoJo.
Yeah.
JoJo in his prime, bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
I'm
JoJo today. But JoJo in his prime, bro.
Yeah, like when,
he was sick.
like when he comes through on Freaking You.
Oh yeah,
I was just listening to that
for
shit.
days. Like, yo, come on, he's yo. Come on, man.
I gotta go with JoJo. I gotta go with JoJo.
Jagged Edge or 112?
Jagged
Edge.
Jagged
Edge.
Edge.
I'm just
asking.
I'm just
J.E. Heartbreak.
If we talking straight singing, Jagged Edge got that.
I'm just
hands
saying.
down.
Tell me, have you ever been in the
J.E. Heartbreak.
That's them.
That's all you gotta say. J.E. Heartbreak.
Heartbreak.
but you want
What?
you want no bullshit though. Fucking when 112 came out, Anywhere was my shit to play.
Yeah,
to play for the chicks.
Came out with
that was on the list.
That was my shit.
For no bullshit. But when they came out with what is this?
Yeah. That was hard. Yeah, the Quiet Storm joint.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Yeah, the Quiet Storm joint.
Yo, that was sick, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know what?
It's rough.
You know what? That's crazy because both of them are hard, man. They both got hits. But I think Jagged just had like
Jagged Edge or Drew Hill.
Yeah, the vocal,
on,
the
man.
way those
I can't even.
vocals
That's
are
it.
lined up.
Jagged Edge. Drew Hill got that for
Yo,
him, so
I
I'm
mean, listen, Drew Hill, Enter the Drew, like that's it right there.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah.
In my bed.
Yeah,
like
in my
never
bed.
make a promise. We're not making love no more.
We're
I
not
mean,
making
come on,
love
like,
no more. It's like,
come on.
that is like the standard, but it's still
Wow.
Jodeci-esque.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I think Jodeci is like the real for my generation. At least speaking for myself.
You know what's crazy?
That's
because
the standard.
You know what's crazy?
for R&B
I
group.
felt like what Jodeci did for a lot of us who grew up in the hood. They gave us a blueprint to follow.
Yeah, we could be
That
ourselves.
that
we
could
don't
be
have
ourselves.
to be. We
That you
don't have to be all
to be
silky smooth.
because
and shit.
when I was like 15, 16, we had on like 3-piece suits and stuff, and we felt like we had to be the Temptations. You know what I mean? But then when those guys came out and they was, you know what I mean? Like they had on,
Niggas had on
they had
high-tech
on,
boots.
they had on high tech boots, hoodies. I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, this is fire. And that later on went down to Jagged Edge. They would have on the minks and all that, like you know what I mean, and the chains. And I think that's where they would, people. I don't think Jagged Edge got their flowers the way they should.
That's a fact, man. Like
I really don't.
They're the last of the ballads, bro. To me,
Someone told me all their ballads sound the same.
I mean, because
but it's them though.
I get it.
Nothing sounds
they
like
write
them.
them. But if you know any songwriter, okay, like let's just be honest.
That's a fact.
If you know any songwriter, what you doing, Mr. Biggs? We know that's Kells, bro.
Yep.
Sorry, like
You know a Babyface song when you hear
exactly.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Whoever's singing
you
it.
know a Brian Michael Cox song when you hear
Exactly.
it.
So I got a question, Ray. I know you have a bunch of originals, but if you ever had to sing covers again, have you canceled out R. Kelly covers altogether?
No, I never canceled R. Kelly, bro.
As an R&B singer, you won't cancel. Nah, I was just asking.
I mean, listen, I don't.
I get it.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that man's a musical genius. Like
Nah,
we talking about music, man. Like
Yeah.
I know people taking it from the political standpoint, like, yo, you did this and did that or whatever. And that's your choice to follow and listen to. Listen, I listen to Same Girl every day. I'm sorry. You messing with the same girl. Same girl. Like, yo, that's what you're like, that dude. I hear you calling. Here I come, baby. Like, yo, come on, man. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not.
I just want
you
to
know,
ask.
like you can't.
I can't sing, so I don't listen to
You
him.
can't really knock off what he did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
for sure.
Like
Never that.
you can't knock off what he did. You know, but in the same respect, you can't knock off what he did. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
so
I respect that. I respect that perspective. I was
Yeah,
saying
me too.
I was saying last week that I didn't necessarily need R. Kelly on my playlist though. Like I didn't necessarily have him on my playlist like that. But that's because my bag is more like eclectic. Like I don't you know what I'm saying? Like granted, like all that 12 play shit was fire, but I didn't need it. Like I would kind of forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like more cliche, right?
No,
like
you know
that's
real. That's real though, because honestly, like me personally, my playlist is like Jodeci, Drew Hill. You know, it's funny. I'm a solo artist, but it's all groups.
Groups, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like not really. I mean, probably like Brian McKnight's on my on my
legend.
You know what I mean? It's like that. Like, but Kells has a few. I think Kells was that consistent. He was that constant. He was that dude that would throw out fire records. But I wouldn't necessarily say it was something that I had to listen to.
You didn't have to have it, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
But
like,
you have to play it.
You have to play it.
You have to play it as a DJ.
But I have to, in my life, I have to listen to Michael Jackson. Like, I have to. Like that's just, I'm sorry. Like, that's just, when I turn on the iTunes, bro, I'm playing I Want to Love You, PYT. Like,
that's one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs of all time.
I'm playing. I don't care if I'm sitting, if I'm at a party or something.
Rock With You.
Oh, come on, man. That's classics. I used to do that on my sets.
Yeah.
I would be in there like, I want to rock with you. All night.
You used to feel it,
like,
man. That's the.
Like, come on, man. Like, that's
right. See, that's why, Mara, man, let me ask you, man. If you could sing, like, if you knew one day, you had one day that you woke up with, like a singer vocals, where are you going to use this shit? You got one day, one opportunity to pull this shit off. Like, what are you using it on?
Damn. What am I using it on?
Yeah, I mean, you ain't just gonna like
I thought
below
you were gonna
it singing in the
ask me,
shower.
What song I was gonna sing.
Nah, I want like you got one chance, like one day where you could sing, my G.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna go on a stage. I'm gonna be on a stage.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna sing something Stevie. I'm gonna sing these 3 words, Stevie Wonder. That's the song I'm gonna sing. If I can sing for one day, I'm gonna be on a stage with the most amount of people that can see it, and I'm singing these 3 words by Stevie Wonder.
Bong. Yeah, Trench, man.
That song makes me feel
You singing
good.
something? What you singing, Trench? If you could sing, I'm
gonna sing that song, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a tough question. There's so many dope ass songs, man. I don't know. I think depending on what time in my life it was, my mission would be to get as many draws as I could. So I'll probably sing something like Trey Songz in the middle of. Some real freaky shit.
There you go. There you go. All right, cool. I was just checking. I don't have an answer for that question because I'm asking the questions.
It depends on what agenda you're on.
I feel like that's so hard. Like, that's so hard. Like, because even when people ask me about myself, like, yo, what's your favorite song of yourself, of your own?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Because I think
I got a better question. Because I'm as an artist, songwriter. What was the song that you wrote that wrote itself? Like where you felt like it was an out of body experience, like where you was like, oh shit, like where it just happened, like where, because those are the special songs where it's like where you're like, yo, what the fuck, like I wrote this shit.
Yeah. Ray was probably like horny in the studio somewhere, and that shit wrote itself. I don't know.
I would probably have to say my record In My Bed. Like I would have to say that record. You don't think so? I would have to say that record. I would have to say that record.
It wrote itself?
It wrote itself.
It just wrote itself.
It wrote itself.
Those are the records that are special, man.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
That's crazy.
You know what's
man.
crazy? You know, that was while the ladies over here shaking their head, the audience will speak for itself because that's my most streamed song to this day.
Yeah.
Out of everything I've ever put out, that is the most streamed record.
I'll put this out there because I know we have to conclude the
hold
show.
on,
But go ahead, Mary. Mary's on a roll.
What's your favorite Rey Royale song? Queen.
I see what you did because you shaking your head. No, what happened?
Let's ask the Queen. Your favorite Rey Royale song. You're marrying this man, so be careful.
I would say Ready.
Ready.
That's my go-to that I play consistently.
Because I always sing it to her.
There you go.
That shit is fire though.
Well, she like I think because she's a part of the show now.
Yeah.
You know, I don't. Before you guys know, I would bring the lady in the hot seat and all this. So now she's the lady in the hot seat. So
that's a good mode to follow. Wherever I go, my queen must go. I
feel like that. I feel like as an artist, like that's a good thing.
Yeah, no, it's the most beautiful thing.
If you're willing to do that, and if and even if your lady is willing to do that as well, because I would say mine, she's very like, she likes to be out there. She ain't gonna admit it, but she likes to be out there, but she doesn't like the shine on her. So with me, it's like
you can get the shine, but she's there, she's present.
Yeah.
And I feel it was funny because I got a funny story about this. Like, so when we first started dating, like we went to a show, and it was light, one, and two, it was like a bunch of dudes in there that night. So it was like she could deal with that. Like people was like, oh, this is he's dope, whatever.
Yeah.
The next show, there's all females in there now. So girls are in there. The camera phones are coming out. There's this, and she's standing in the audience. Nobody knows that she's with me, and she can hear the girls whispering like, "Oh, he's chunky, but I'll give it to him. I'll this and this," and you can see her. She's brown skinned, but she's turning red over there. Like,
I love this story. Go ahead.
and she's turning red, and and she's very confident. Yeah. So I think that's what let her know right there the difference between Ronaldo and Rey Royale. Like those are two different things. You know what I mean? So the quiet, like not so out there guy that you're used to. Is a totally different thing when I'm on stage.
And them shades go on.
And them shades go exactly when those shades go on.
Them shades go on, man.
and the flowers come out and all that. Yeah. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah, look at her face. Her face got mad serious. I got one question.
Go ahead, Motivate.
I got one question to ask. Just to know if I should be able to sing. Has he been able to sing his way out of a situation? Has he been able to sing his way
this
back?
Shit's important.
Back into your good graces.
I need to practice.
Has he been able to sing his way back into your good graces?
There's several times where he was able to sing his way.
All right, enough said.
We need to learn, man.
There's several times where he was actually.
Turn that mic.
Yeah, we gotta hear it, right?
There were several times where he was actually like doghouse, and in a matter of like 20 minutes, he was out of the doghouse, and I was cooking dinner.
What song was he singing from the doghouse?
That's how she got the ring.
I want to find out what song was he singing when he was in the doghouse.
He would sing, initially, he's a very good artist when it comes to his own music.
Yeah.
I love all his music. I will never listen. I have my own artist for myself. Like,
but he's in
I
a
don't need to
doghouse.
listen to anybody else. But initially, to get him out of the doghouse, he does sing a lot of Jodeci.
A
lot of Jodeci.
Jodeci's the key.
That's the standard, man.
You can't
Jodeci
lose.
is the standard.
A lot of Johnny Gill.
Does he hit the step too?
A lot of Johnny
Gill.
Yeah, her favorite song is "My." So
Yeah.
And sometimes I would be sometimes I'd be so dumb because I wouldn't catch on because she would be like, "Can you sing to me?" But I'm so mad. I'm like, I'm not singing. And I'm mad right now. You know what I mean? But that would automatically change the mood like that, which is, and again, my baby's a little bit. She's rough around the edges, man. But she stands her ground. You know what I mean? But the singing breaks down most people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it breaks down most people, especially if you do it right. Like,
yeah.
I've seen a lot of women where he performed and they go from that hardcore Tory Lanez bass or rough to I'm going home right now.
Damn.
The minute he opens his
He be
mouth.
throwing alley-oops to motherfuckers.
Yeah, dog.
That's the key.
I need Rey Royale needs his own app.
That's the key.
There's
so I can
times
sing
where
to
I
that
was
shit.
there personally, him being my man, and I was just like, okay, come on, we're going home
Yeah.
So I got one question to ask. I mean, I have one thing to comment on. At one time, Ray was giving out so many flowers during the shows. I thought he owned a garden. No lie.
Where the fuck he get on?
Mad flowers,
You know
bro.
what he was doing?
He was going
like
to
when he pulled up to Male Cast and the guy.
Yeah, it was right there.
He just duff him one time.
I need like 4.
One hitter quitter, take the nigga's flowers.
Sack that motherfucker.
You know what's so funny? That's so crazy. Like I was always like, again, because I study everybody.
Yeah.
And I would always be like, what could I do to separate me from everybody else? because everybody, because everybody's gonna come in here and they're gonna do their thing. Like I'm gonna do my thing, but I wanted there to be things like ladies, that set me apart from everybody else. So when I came with the flowers thing, I looked at it like, does every girl get flowers? No. That's a fact. There's women that, and we even found this at BTS. There'd be girls who had a bad day, and they was with their ladies, and you gave them that flower, and they was a fan for life.
Yeah.
Like I have a lot of people from back then, and that was so long ago, that are still fans to this day because I walked up to their table and was singing. When I walked up to their table and was singing to them and gave them a flower, and it just made their day.
Yeah.
And then again, it became a staple. Like it became a part of the show. And again, if I didn't do it, it was a problem.
Those things are important as far as artists.
Like those
part
those
of your
things,
branding.
Yeah, it's like a part. Like even when people like, if my lady's like my stylist now, so she dresses me more now, right? Yep. But people are used to seeing the Rey Royale jacket. And like that's like the fawns. I'm like the fawns.
You have like a Halloween costume kit.
Like it's
black
like
leather jacket,
shades. The shades. Like
flowers.
if you don't have that, they're like, oh, he's not being Rey Royale today. He's
that's
just
Ronaldo.
That's Ronaldo. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's crazy how things follow. When I was doing all this stuff, I was just trying to find a niche.
Yeah. And when something works, it works.
And then when it started to work, I was like, oh, the eyes thing was the mysterious, like, because I watched Michael Jackson, and you see like Michael Jackson was like a cadence thing, like he would make the chicks go scream, taking his glasses off. It's certain things, and I would do the same thing when I went on stage. I'd be singing with the glasses on, and then I start to take them off, and chicks start yelling. I'm like, yo, this shit really works. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, gotcha. And it's the way you do it too. It's a way you have to do it. You can't just be like, oh, just throw them off or whatever. It's like it's like you're making them anticipate you.
You gotta make them moist, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt.
So Ray, I got a question to ask you, man, before we wrap up the show. Prediction on the Super Bowl.
Oh, my Rams all day.
I think
my Rams all day. My Rams all day, bro. They deserve it, bro.
Yeah,
my Rams all
that would
day.
be my prediction as well.
Are you guys excited for the half game show?
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's actually all I want to say.
That's gonna be fun. I mean, like we're coming out of an era where Tom Brady and like we're not used to seeing the people like we don't know this quarterback. We know Stafford, but we don't know the other guy. Mm-hmm. So it's like most Super Bowls you've seen. The people, the quarterbacks you knew, and it was. But I think it's going to be intriguing. I think it's going to be a close game. You know what I mean? But I just think the Rams are. I just think they're a better team.
Yeah, they're definitely.
That's true, but I'm gonna go with the Simpsons because they're never wrong, and they pick the Bengals.
Oh shit. The Simpsons do know the future,
which is fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. You said that though.
Wow, but the only reason I'm not gonna say the Bengals because they kind of squeaked out of playoff games.
We'll find out.
They squeaked out of all these playoff games. They squeaked out.
So we'll find out because that should happen soon.
The Simpsons be right, bro.
They really do be right, which is fucking nuts.
So I just want to put this out there that we won a whole show. We did make it to 9. We did not have any Beat of the Week nominations whatsoever, so there is no Beat of the Week for this particular show. It's okay. It does happen.
Nah, man, Marin got Beat of the Week.
I mean, I was gonna say one, but
you wasn't here though.
Like 3 beats.
Yeah, you wasn't here, and Marin does have some.
You don't deserve it.
Oh shit! Got Beat of the Week.
So yeah, I guess we're just gonna do this, man. Once again, Rey Royale, man, thank you so much for being on our platform. Man, 2, thank you for being the person that you are. 3, thank you for naming the tape. It's Love versus Love.
Yes, sir.
It's Love versus Love. Shout out to all the producers that made the tape. We got 9. Bip bip. What I'm gonna do, because we don't have a Beat of the Week, I'm actually just gonna play a Rey Royale joint in the background. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk that talk. So Rey Royale, man, I'm gonna play this joint in the background while you kind of close out, let people know where they can find you. Talk that talk. The floor is yours. I'm gonna play this right now.
What up, y'all? It's Rey Royale. If you like what you heard, you can hit me up everywhere at Rey Royale Music. That's ReyRoyaleMusik. My Instagram is Rey Royale 617. My Gmail is IamRayRoyale@gmail.com.
Send them beats. And you also dropping a joint when?
Tomorrow. It's called I'm Back. Let's go.
There you go. So it's that Valentine's Day joint. Hopefully, you play it on your list. This list that I'm learning about that we need to play on, those important moments. I'm gonna go to Motivate Merriman. Motivate, man. What's the word, bruh?
Hey, man, like I always say, love is the answer and the cure. Check on your loved ones. Let them know that you love them. And that's all I got to say, man. That's fitting for this time of year, man. It's Valentine's Day, man. You heard Rey Royale talk about the roses, man. Like, keep it simple, man. Just, show your loved ones some appreciation tomorrow. Show your baby mama some appreciation tomorrow, even if you don't fuck with her. Even if real shit. Yo, like, no bullshit. I'm saying, I'm being like 1,000%. Like, even if you don't get along with her, treat her with some respect, man. Get her some flowers. Get her a card. Just let her know you appreciate her. Like, these days, like, we take them lightly, but like, just show that type of appreciation and respect, and it goes a long way, man. So salute to all my people, man. Thank y'all for supporting the show. Shout out to Rey Royale, man. It's honestly a pleasure to see you, bro. I appreciate like, it's been a minute,
y'all better
man.
work on a track together.
Yeah, man. Now we're going to make something happen for sure, but it's just like, we take for granted, like, the people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we see in passing. Like, it's like, before, like, it's like, yeah, I'm always see Ray, whatever. I'm going to bump into that nigga, whatever. But, like, it's really good to see you, bro. And shout out to your queen as well. And shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate y'all.
They said hell no
Weezy,
to the baby mama.
Weezy, I feel you. I know your story, so yeah. Yours
man, send her a card.
Oh,
shit. I get it.
Trench, man, anything you want to say, bro?
Nah, I'm just telling everybody out there, stop taking everything so fucking personal from people, because everybody be going through storms all the time and you just don't know about it. So take it easy, man. Just remember, you go through shit too, and sometimes you don't tell people and you be reacting a certain way. Maybe somebody's just going through something you don't know about, so just relax. That's it.
And I'm just going to say shout out to King Johannes for the Valentine's Day gift suggestion. You can always just cash app your BM $2.
Said $2. Nah, you trying to get somebody stabbed, bro.
It's all possible. Something's better than nothing. And I guess I'm going to say this. Yeah. So I guess I'm going to say this. Shout out to my bros. Shout out to Trench for pulling through and pulling up, man. Also, shout out to Rey Royale, man. Me and Ray have been working together for a really long time. I had the opportunity to work on a lot of like your artwork and stuff, and I appreciate you for that.
You did some shit, right?
Yeah, we did.
A long time ago.
Yo, we
In
did the cover artwork.
That somebody fucking stole the idea, right?
Just real quick. We pulled that shit off, and what artist pulled it? There was a mainstream artist that copied our shit with all the hands. It was a reggae artist.
Raheem.
Nah, was it?
No. Who was that? Who was that?
We got bit. Like, we was the first people that did a cover that had Ray covered with a bunch of hands that were wrapped around him.
Yeah.
And then another artist grabbed it.
That shit happens all day.
Dog.
That shit happens all day.
But that was innovative stuff, man.
Yeah.
I seen that shit happen with Rex and Jordan Lucas. That's like the same shit. Like,
that's just irritating.
And people do it because they know they got a bigger reach, so they can they can get away with it.
Yeah, shout out to us.
I like to thank ourselves.
Yeah, you gotta thank yourself.
But once again, man, if
we
you
did
haven't
it first.
already,
Always remember that we did it first.
Definitely did the photo shoot. 2 facts. Definitely go ahead and subscribe, man. When it comes to Twitch, let people know that we're on Twitch as well. And if you missed it today, you can definitely catch the recap on YouTube on Tuesday. Shout out to everybody out there, man, that's been rocking with us. Thank you so much. And because I can say it on the radio, I'm gonna say it right now. We out.